back with the Hollister Show.
All right, I'm going to take some phone calls.
Wait a minute. Tell me what...
see? Good. All right.
Tom Gisimundo's wife said.
Well, Tom Gisimundo's wife came up to me yesterday and said, hey, I've been watching the E! Television show, and I must tell you, you have the sexiest... What do you think she said?
Hair?
No.
Sexiest shoulders?
No, because I cover my shoulders in my shawl.
What is the sexiest neck? That's the only thing you haven't covered.
No, that neck is not sexy, Robin. You know that. I've got one of those Adam's apples that, like, sticks out. I'm like Ichabod.
I think that's very manly.
Yeah, but it's like Ichabod Crane.
Oh, dear. Everything is wrong with you. Well, what could it be? The sexiest glasses.
Sexiest sidekick. No, go ahead. No, sexiest...
Teeth. Sexiest mouth.
These are the things you find sexy. Tom Gisimundo's wife said I had the sexiest hands.
Oh, geez.
I said, boy.
Who even knows your hands are on TV?
I go, what the hell? So now I'm thinking, my hands.
Yeah, just put those in front of your face.
Beautiful hands. So I go, oh. You know, what if I did the show like this with my hand in front of my face?
If they're sexy... we should get ratings.
Well, she's a lonely woman. You know, Tom Gisimundo has very ugly hands. But she was like looking at my hands, and you have the sexiest hands. And I'm like, gee, that's kind of sad. You know, the whole show was really focused on my face.
Yeah.
And she noticed my hands. So I didn't know how to take it. I think it was a backward compliment.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It was like, yeah.
Maybe she was, I don't know how to put a good face on.
Well, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't think there is a good face, but it's a compliment for sure, but that's my problem. Women are always telling me, you know what, you have nice feet and hands. And I'm like, oh. You know, I'd rather have ugly feet and hands than a really good-looking face like Eric Roberts.
You had to really wait a long, long time to figure out what was good-looking on me.
Did you ever notice Eric Roberts' hands when he was in here?
I couldn't tell you what his hands looked like.
Yeah.
No.
So it's an insult. Leave it at that.
Did you hear your name on Entertainment Tonight last night?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
We uncovered some news for everybody.
Yeah, what was it again that we uncovered?
It was the Eric Roberts story about the rift between him and Julia.
Yeah, Julia Roberts. Well, this was weird. Eric Roberts was in here, and it was really a lot of fun. I wanted to put it on the TV show. He didn't want to be on TV, but I'm going to ask him to reconsider because it was really a good interview. But I
wondered about that. It's going to be on radio.
Yeah.
What's the difference in putting it on TV?
Man, he looks good, you know, so what's the difference? I said to him... So what's with you and your sister, Julia Roberts? You don't talk or something? He says, yeah, well, you know, she was preparing for that movie Tinkerbell.
Or Peter Pan, whatever it was called.
Whatever that is. Hook. World's worst movie. She was preparing for Hook. And she had dyed her hair blonde. And I came up to her at a family function. I said, ooh, what do you do to your hair? And she blew off a lot of steam and ran out of the room or something and wouldn't talk to him again. From what I understand, it was a little more serious than that. It was that Julia defended Eric's ex-girlfriend in a court case. Took her side of it. Mm-hmm. So, whatever. Who knows?
Well, maybe that's why she did. Maybe that's where Eric sees the rift starting, and then it
blossomed.
Yeah, went into high speed at the trial.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, for those of you who... I'm just jumping all over the place today from my appearance to different things like O.J., but there's a great little story in the paper today how O.J., of course, sits on the board of Infinity Broadcasting, which owns our radio station.
This wasn't the only board he sat on either. I heard yesterday of another company on which O.J. sat on.
Let me tell you the name of it. It's ironic. He sits on the board. What it is, let's be honest, a lot of times you need a black guy to sit on your board. Let's be honest.
Why is that?
Well, because it's the proper thing to have.
What does a board do? I don't even know what they do.
They sit around and get bored.
Oh, okay.
They sit around, they have meetings.
Then a black guy should be on.
Of course. And what better black guy than O.J. Simpson? Who knew he'd go and kill his wife? He was the last guy you'd expect to do that. Allegedly.
Well, I was talking to one of the bosses of this company, and he said, oh, what a charming guy.
He is a charming guy. We've all met O.J. He's a charming guy. But anyway, I guess they needed a black guy. You understand how things are today, Rob.
Excuse me, I think that's perfectly appropriate.
All right.
Why should it only be white guys?
Well, let's just put it this way. O.J.'s experience in broadcasting was talking about football. I don't know about running a company. But anyway, okay, who cares what the reason is?
What do those other guys do? You can't tell me.
I don't know. But evidently, I was surprised. Did you see it lists what he gets paid to sit on the board?
No, what does he get paid?
What do you think? Take a guess.
$1 million.
What do you think, Jackie?
I don't know, 250,000 maybe?
Fred?
I read the figures,
so don't
disqualify.
He has to disqualify himself.
You're both wrong. It is $15,000.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, that was it.
I sit on the board for that.
But you know what that's like? That's paying OJ to come to a party.
Right. In fact, he didn't even have to come to the party. I think he just sat on the board.
He opted out of the last one.
But they're saying that the stockholders have to... In other words, if the president of the company wants to now kick OJ off the board, he can't. It's only up to the stockholders. The stockholders vote on who sits on the board of the company.
See. Now, how do you get nominated? How does OJ get his name into nominations?
I don't know. I guess the owners bring it up, and then the stockholders vote on it. But the other, he sits on 2 other boards besides Infinity Broadcasting. This one is kind of interesting. He sits on the board of Forishner Group.
What do they do?
They market Swiss Army knives and cutlery. I think the other company that he sits on the board of sells Band-Aids.
Or body bags.
Body bags.
He's just trying to perk up business.
And then he sits on the board of Kushner Lock Company, which is a TV and film production company. So it's Infinity, Forshner, and Kushner. It's
and they
actually
all
good.
pay $15,000?
Yeah, I don't know what they pay, but Infinity pays $15,000. It's good. You give them $15,000, and you put in your prospectus when you in stock. You say board of directors, O.J. Simpson, the black guy. Sometimes they just write the black guy, and then whatever they do.
Oh, that's so insulting.
That's token. But listen, okay.
Hey, give me $15,000.
You're damn right.
Why don't they ask me to be on the board?
You're not black enough.
Oh, you.
One terrible racist said to me, just like a black guy to get paid for sitting.
Oh.
So I said, listen.
Jackie said that.
All right. Don't point out the guy's name. I'm trying to give him anonymity. Oh, for goodness sake, Robin.
I couldn't help it. It just came
The
out.
guy's a coworker.
I had to rat him out this time.
That's not right. All right, let me take a few phone calls, see what's on people's minds.
People are faxing me O.J. Simpson jokes. I don't know if they're any good.
I haven't heard one good one. Don't even bother.
No, I was just going to bring these over to you. So
I know.
You could look them up or look them over.
Oh, I see. Why is OJ's everyone's favorite Thanksgiving dinner guest? Because he likes to carve up the white meat. Why is OJ called Juice? Because he likes to beat his women to a bloody pulp. Let's see. Why was OJ such a good runner when he played football? Because he could slash to the left and cut to the right. They're not funny. Why did OJ Simpson quit football? Because he wanted to take the habit something new. There we have it. Jackie, have you heard any good ones?
I haven't heard one decent I haven't come up with because they're all recycled.
Yeah, it's all stupid stuff. Any women who have been beaten by their husbands, give us a call.
Yes, we're opening up the phone lines
Opening up the
today
phones.
to be sensitive.
Yeah. Just make sure you're hot looking like OJ's wife. When you call us, we'd like to hear hot women getting beaten by their husbands' stories.
Well, this was a hot woman getting beaten.
Yes.
So. They say that the number of calls are increasing to those battered hotlines.
Right.
Now that Nicole Simpson has been killed.
Right.
People are identifying with her.
I know Fred keeps calling the battered women's.
They will call me back.
Hi, you're on the air. Hello. You lower your radio and get on the air with me, or I'm hanging up on you. Hello. I'm hanging up on you. Hello, you're on the air. Hello. Hi, you're on the air in New York. Hello. All right, I'll try somebody else. I'll go to Orlando. Orlando, you're on the air. Hello. New York, you're on the air. Hello. Maybe I should start screening the calls. New Orleans, you're on the air. Hello. Stuttering John gets great phone calls in the back, and he goes,
Hello?
yeah, you got to go to the phones. People want to know about this. They want to know about that. And I go to him, and nobody's even there. And then it's always some moron who's like, hello. Okay,
Hello?
thanks for the call. Buffalo, you're on the air. Hello. You know, people in Buffalo still love OJ because he played for Buffalo?
Yeah,
you're
that
really
is
kind of... We're just still in a state of shock about O.J.
It was like you knew him. He played football there.
He didn't even live there. He just played football there. I tell you, those long winters in Buffalo make you want to kill your wife.
Oh.
That's what it is. You know what? If I was his lawyer, I'd plead long winters in Buffalo.
Yeah, drove him crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard, I can barely hear you.
Well, let's see. Is that my fault? I don't know. Every day the equipment has changed, and I grow weary of it. Yeah, ask the guys. I resigned yesterday. Me, Fred, and Jackie were writing yesterday. We did a little thing that we're going to play for you later.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom came in and started hassling me, our general manager, and I said to him, I resign. I want to resign. How do I go about resigning? I'm not asking for you to pay out my contract. I want to resign now.
I just want to quit.
I want to quit. How do I quit today? Because
you walk out.
Well, no, then I'd be breaking a contract and I have to be in court for a year and a half.
Well, they can do that anyway. I mean, if you really want to quit, that's what you do.
No, I can't.
Oh, you don't want to do that?
No, I don't want to break a contract. That goes against my morality. I made a deal to be here.
Don't you feel that they have broken the contract? I thought that's what you're...
No. Just Tom was hassling me, and...
That's breaking the contract.
That wasn't too uncomfortable in there yesterday, was it, Fred?
No, not at all.
Tom wanted to meet with me in private, so I said, Tom, there's no necessity to meet in private. Jackie and Fred are my friends. Well, Fred's my friend. Right. I said...
and you don't keep any secrets from your enemy,
right.
Jackie.
And Jackie will only find out through the grapevine.
How come I never get told anything around here?
I said, I have nothing to hide. Tell me what it is on your mind, and he told me. And
did you throw a fit?
I threw a fit, yes. Would you guys call that a fit?
It was absolutely justified. A fit squared, I would even
say. A fit squared. And I wasn't kidding. I wasn't doing it for shock value. I threw a fit.
Did you ever see me and Fred write so fast?
No, I
we
did.
had our noses down and we wrote 2 complete songs.
Jackie wasn't really writing much, and then all of a sudden he just went like, he went off in the corner and was like scribbling.
He got very creative.
Yeah, he got real uncomfortable.
It was a declaration of jokes.
He was writing on a paper bag. It was like his Gettysburg Address.
7 years ago. It was very uncomfortable.
It was. You know what? I just didn't have the energy to go down to his private office and have a whole discussion. And quite frankly, I'd end up telling you guys everything anyway, so I didn't care.
But it was weird because he didn't have any answers.
He doesn't have a clue in life. That's why I can't stand it.
Wait a minute. Did he come in with a question?
He came in with a statement.
A point of view.
A point of view. And I don't want to hear his point of view in my life.
Why does he feel he has to offer you a point of view?
Because he's the general manager. And we have the government all over our ass. So now I'm involved with Tom. Tom comes in to give his point of view now, to keep me out of trouble. And I don't want to be out of trouble. I want to be in trouble. I said to him, Tom, I want to be in trouble. You don't understand. I'm not in radio. I gave him a whole rap about how I'm not in radio for money. I didn't mean it, but...
Yeah,
I said, yeah.
What are you in it for then?
Yeah, right. No, but I'm really not. I analyzed my career so far, and I said, I got in it for $150 a week. And I would have done it the rest of my life for $150 or $200 a week.
Why do you keep asking for raises?
Well, as long as I'm doing it, I should see how much I get. But I just kind of felt like the thing that turned me on about it is breaking all the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And going in there every day and doing wilder and wilder shows. You know me. I never... There's lots of times I should have behaved myself, and I didn't.
I haven't ever seen that.
Oh, well...
I must be out of my mind.
I don't know, but I should have behaved myself at some point.
Really?
I guess.
I really haven't seen you ever do anything really wrong.
Well, yeah, in our minds, but in Tom's mind, everything I do is wrong. Well, anyway, so... I don't know what to tell you, other than we had a little argument in front of Jackie and Fred, which I didn't mind.
I wish I had been there.
Oh, I wish you'd been there, too.
It's a nice spectator sport to watch you and Tom go at it.
Yeah, except he's really trying my patience, and I really feel abandoned in all this. I don't know why I have to talk to him. I'm talking to a middleman, and I've been abandoned by everyone else.
They won't talk to you?
Well, they'll talk to me, but they just don't do anything. So I'm really offering my resignation, and I'm also guaranteeing that I'll be out of here in a year and a half. There is no doubt.
Well, have you offered your resignation to the right people?
I've offered it to everyone. No one will accept it.
No, you haven't.
I've offered it to everyone in the company.
Really?
Even O.J. Simpson. I faxed him. Yes, you're on the air in Buffalo.
Hi, Howard. I want to tell you that I unfortunately I didn't get to tape this, but over the weekend I heard another a phony phone call, and it was on something called the Sports Entertainment Network. Your affiliate in Buffalo gets this. And what happened was the caller called in and said that he had been on the freeway listening to the whole OJ thing when the newscaster said that they had turned onto the same freeway he was on, and he was like about 5 miles ahead of them. So he began slowing down, and before they...
Who cares?
What a horrible story.
Who wants to hear about a phony phone call? Play the phony phone call, or... Some people are real bores, you know that? Some people are bores. They have no idea that they're boring you.
You're slowing down and slowing down.
And they drag it out because they want to be on the air a long time, and, you know. It probably could have been told in one sentence. Speaking of phony phone calls, here's a guy with a phony phone call, Captain Jenks. Captain Jenks, you're on the air.
Howie.
Good morning. And what did you do?
Hello?
What is this?
I can't hear.
What is this, for the gay games? Why can no one hear me? Is the equipment again on... Let's get out of this.
I wouldn't doubt that some button that was supposed to be pushed isn't pushed.
Well, it's obvious that everyone can't hear me. I can't take this anymore. Come in here, the equipment isn't right. Come on. Bush League. Amateur. Hello? Can you hear me now? No one runs in. No, there's no sweat here.
Nobody's paying attention.
The ratings are sky high. Who cares? Hello? Ah, there he is. Had a way to wake up. Hello? Now, what is this guy? So there's the button. Why is that not pushed in? I see.
No, it doesn't work.
Thank you. Here, Scott, let me introduce you to the TV audience.
Okay.
This is Scott the engineer.
Hello.
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 There he is. And you know what? He's the world's most boring man. Right, Robin?
Oh, I'm not even speaking to Scott today.
Oh, what happened between you two?
We've just been having a problem all week. Scott is under pressure. You know, he's stressed out.
We've had a problem all week?
Yes.
What did he do?
What's the problem?
Just go back to your little hole.
Oh,
You talk... Who are you calling?
Oh, boy. One little mistake today, and she gets...
What was your
upset.
mistake? Let me hear about it. I'll be the arbiter. What was the mistake?
I erased something that I should have had.
You erased something?
Yeah.
What do you mean you erased it? What did you erase?
I had a something for her, a sound clip, and I lost it.
All right, that doesn't happen often.
No.
So what happened? You yelled at him or something?
No, I just walked out. I said, thanks, Scott.
No,
Thanks
she's yelling
very
at me
much.
now.
You know how you've been wanting to hear Akeem Olajuwon?
Yeah, you got that?
I finally had it, and Scott didn't get it.
Oh, I'm going to kill you. Where's my hunting knife?
I'll get you plenty of Akeem. Don't worry.
When are you going to get it for us? After the...
While we're on vacation.
All right, thank you.
You'll have plenty tomorrow after his losing reaction.
Why, you're going to get it for us?
I'll go to Houston. I don't know.
All right, thank you. How do you lose a tape like that?
I didn't even want to discuss it because he's just been so obnoxious all week. I just said I cannot take it anymore.
Well, he's always upset about something. Scott's always upset about something.
Just go back there and whatever it is so pressing that you have to do it, go do it.
What is it, Baba Booey?
If you want, Captain Jenks is back on the line with that phone call to Hulk Hogan.
I think Scott wants us to take it. Scott wants us to take it right now.
Good idea. I like that.
All right, thank you, Scott.
Good producer.
And we got the New York Knicks song that you wrote.
Yeah,
it's here and it's really good.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
Well, don't have Scott do it.
No.
Don't lose that, Scott.
No, I have 2 copies of that now.
All right, very good. Okay. Hey, Gary, what about our bet?
What about who?
What?
What about it?
Are we going to do it?
Yes.
All right. There it is. Here's the bet.
Wait a second. I want to make one modification to it.
Well, one second. First of all, let me explain what the bet is. $500. We have a $500 bet, me and Baba Booey.
On the Knicks and the Rockets.
Right. I have the Rockets. Baba Booey has the Knicks.
Robin backing that bet.
Hey, listen. All I know is tomorrow...
It's your bet, but you're covered. Just don't even worry about it.
I'm covered.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just tell you something. Tomorrow...
You should see, I can't wait till the people on E see the look in her eye when she says, you're covered.
I don't care where you get your funding from. My point is I have a $500 bet with you. If she backs out and doesn't have the cash, you owe me $500. And I decided, I kept saying, whenever I win a bet, I never make Gary pay.
You took my money last time. I gave you $200 at Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
You took it. I'm taking your money.
I'm going to take your money.
Absolutely. If a man makes a bet, it's not your job to know.
The Rockets are going to win tonight. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
See, that's how people get in trouble.
I guarantee it.
That's
what do you
the
think
ultimate guarantee.
All right, let's see if I get in trouble.
Okay, so then it's $500.
That's how people get in trouble.
When you guarantee it, athletes choke when you guarantee for them.
Whatever it is, I guarantee it. I don't believe in superstition. I believe in an educated decision.
Okay, so we got the $500.
$500 bet.
Right, then...
Also, whoever wins the bet gets to have the other guy repeat junk after him, which is, an ongoing gag.
Holy.
And then, on top of that, if the Knicks win, I have to accept wind from you.
Right.
In other words, you will bend over. I will put my cheek on your cheek.
Right. Ordering dinner from the California Burrito Company.
And I will be eating Paul Newman salsa, extra spicy, with broccoli, a pile of broccoli like you will not believe.
I'm going to eat so fast, I almost heave. Because you take all that air in.
I'm going to heave when I eat. That's how fast I'll be eating.
But you know what? I wanted to make the modification on this.
You want to make a modification?
I'd like to. It's a small modification.
And then you have to hold your cheek there for a minute.
Well, I'd like to change that figure to, instead of 60 seconds, I'd like to change it to 15 seconds.
1 minute.
30.
Because, sometimes with me, it's a slow release.
Yeah.
Get the bouquet.
Yeah, you got to get the bouquet and the aftershock.
Why do I have to smell
I'll have to
time-release gas?
Well, don't you believe in the Knicks?
Sure.
You think the Knicks will win?
Yes.
The Knicks have as much chance at winning as OJ does.
OJ has...
And you're the one... And you have to smell my gas. Your wife can't take your place.
Oh, no.
Oh, you don't think he'd do that?
What? Oh, I've seen guys sink a lot lower than that, Robin.
I'll tell you one thing, Gary. That I'm not covering you for.
Yeah, Robin.
You're on your own.
I think he thinks you're going to take the gas. Wait till you see me. I'm coming in tomorrow in a skirt. Just so the skirt will trap the stink.
Don't wear underwear.
Yeah, I'm not wearing underwear tomorrow.
Make yourself as sheer as possible.
I want the smell to permeate right through.
Yeah, now, Howard, if the Knicks win tonight, so you're going to go to sleep at 9 o'clock tonight.
Right, I'm not going to know the outcome of the game.
You're going to get up tomorrow morning, you're going to get into the limo, and Ronnie's going to go, Howard, Knicks won.
Right.
You're going to...
You're going to abide by the bet.
Going to repeat, and you're going to let me
I'm going to
repeat.
Thing. You'll write whatever you want. I'll repeat it. I'll give you $500, provided my wife gives me allowance.
Wow.
And if I win, I will wake up in ecstasy, full of broccoli juice and all kinds of gastric intestinal juices. I'll accept your $500, Robin's $500, whatever it is. I'll have $500 in my pocket. I will, I'll take everyone out to lunch.
Yeah.
With my $500, I will have you repeating stupid things, and I will blast away into your face like you have, with a viciousness and a stink and a stench like you have never smelled in your life.
Ditto.
There you go. Jackie, bring me in some of those chicken wings for breakfast that you like so much.
Yeah.
So you know what? If you eat something bad, it'll be worse because your body's not used to it. Like if I eat that stuff, it's just another day.
You might explode.
That's right. I'll make you another side bet.
Okay. What's that?
Whoever wins the game, after I collect the $500, you repeat, and I blast into your face with my vicious gas.
Yes.
I'll take my underwear off, and you have to wear it on your head.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you really want to take your underwear off after doing that so we can see what's going on?
That's right.
There.
And then he can do the same thing to me.
I don't want my underwear on camera.
Well, then there you go.
And all right, how about this? And you don't want it on your head, trust me.
How about this? You have to wear a dress all next week.
Ooh, I like that one.
No.
I want to. I need an excuse.
I think we've got plenty.
I think we got plenty of stuff.
I don't know. The dress is awfully intriguing.
I like that myself.
Anybody else betting on the game? Is Jackie and Fred betting? Billy, Robin? I don't see anybody with bets. Nobody that into it, huh?
I'm sort of secondarily in the game.
I don't like betting against the Knicks. I want the Knicks to win. But now, the hell with them. I don't want to accept this.
Too good.
I don't want that monkey gas in my face.
Did you see Pat Riley last night? Pat Riley was so sure the Knicks were going to win, he hasn't packed a second suit.
Yes, he's going to have to wear the same suit.
I see. Let me go to Captain Jenks now.
Okay, then we'll bring in the New York Knicks song.
Monkey. Okay, bring in the New York Knicks song. In fact, if you want to bring the New York Knicks song in right now, as long as we're talking about the Knicks.
Okay.
I'll take the Knicks if somebody wants to bet. I would bet somebody $100 just to make it interesting.
You'll take the Knicks if somebody takes the Rockets?
That's a good bet, I'm telling you right now. What, Fred, you got it covered?
I'll cover it.
All right, Fred and Jackie.
Loser wears the dress tomorrow.
No dress, just
why don't you guys make a side bet?
Come on.
I have to listen to 5 of his jokes.
No, I wouldn't bet that.
Okay, 4.
Well, there you go. $100 bet.
Okay.
Billy, you don't want to get into this?
No, he's not allowed to bet. His wife holds the purse. Betting leads to drinking.
I forgot. He's one of those compulsive people, can't stop.
Yeah, Billy supposedly was in rehab. I'd like to know where.
I'll tell you
He
where.
tells everyone.
He was in a rehab?
Yeah, where were you?
I was in there with Rick James. I was in there with Stephen.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't want to know. McLean's Hospital in Belmont, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 5 big weeks.
Maybe,
locked up, huh?
Yeah,
maybe you better not bet, because doesn't betting lead to drinking?
Yes, gambling is an addiction, Howard.
Right.
Yeah, see, they can't do anything.
I'll bet $100.
He'll wind up betting his year's salary. He'll have no money.
Here he goes. He's already ready to fall off the wagon.
What, John?
I'll bet someone $100.
On who you taking?
I'll take the Rockets.
I'll bet you.
Billy, you want the Knicks?
Yeah, and then let me fart in your face for a year.
All right, there you go. Every day, wait a second. Now here's a man's bet. Every day for a year.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, right on the show, you start off the show each morning. The other guy has to put his cheek up to the other guy's cheek.
Come here.
It's part of the opening.
Yeah. What do you say, John?
Okay. Either that.
Well, who are you taking?
I'm taking the Rockets because I want the Knicks to win, but I just figure that
So you want to do the gas bet too?
Well, I thought it'd be funnier if I bet Billy that whoever loses then we could bet a dress if you want,
What?
If Billy has to wear a dress if he loses, then I'll wear the dress if I lose all week.
I don't want to do that. I want to fart in your face for a year.
I'd like to see you in a dress though.
No, I'm gonna drink a gallon of soybean milk and just come at you.
Hey, listen, Billy, I drink beer and trust me.
Oh, it's going to be pungent.
Oh, man.
Come on, guys. Are you guys up for the year?
Especially like the third one in succession is always the worst.
I'd like to start the show off every day, like where Billy goes, hey, I've got some gas here, and it's time for John's gas. Okay, let's interrupt the show.
You know what? I'm not that gaseous. I'm gaseous.
Well, you guys
take the bet.
Why don't you do it for a week?
Oh, about a week.
Oh, boy. Okay, if you'd rather do that, right. Okay.
Well, that's with the $100.
Exactly a gentleman.
We got to change the microphones on this show because you see, like, there's a shadow on John's face.
Yeah.
It's from Gary's microphone. I want to get stand mics.
They discussed it.
Why don't they do it? Just do it. I mean, John's got 2 huge bars going across his face. What if we end up putting this on TV? No, I mean, don't react to it.
Let's try to make it better. I know what you're saying.
Does that work?
Hey, Howard, you know what? Can I just tell you a really funny story about John, by the way? You know, we're talking about John sneezing yesterday.
We don't need to hear these.
I remembered now. John and I and my wife and his girlfriend, we were at some concert. I think it was Pearl Jam. And, we were, backstage at one of those big garbage pails. John had to sneeze, and John just stuck his head in the garbage pail, no hands at all, and just achoo! And it was all over the inside of the garbage pail and stuff. He just stuck his whole head in the pail.
It's green pudding shooting out of his nose.
Exactly.
Our own MGM lion. All right, let me have the song.
Do you want to talk to the guy who sings it? He's here, this guy, Jesse James. He did the original Knicks song.
All right, let's hear it first.
Okay.
And then we'll...
Maybe we won't.
I could tell you a couple of things you could talk to him about.
Do you know the Knicks song?
Go, New York, go, New York, go.
Go, New York, go, New York, go.
Yeah, who's not to know?
Yeah, that's it.
Every time they play that song at the Garden, everyone boos Spike Lee when he comes on.
You're right. They show a video with Spike Lee and everyone...
I heard they took Spike Lee off the video.
No, he's still there.
Not last time we looked.
No?
Yeah.
All right, anyway, we wrote lyrics to the song because the guy said he would sing it for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we wrote it. It's about our show for the New York Knicks song. I don't know how it came out. I'm hearing it for the first time.
We're all hearing it for the first time.
It's the Howard Stern Show. The Howard Stern Show. The Howard Stern Show. The Howard Stern Show. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Say go Howard, go Howard, go. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Stern, his fame just grows. He needs a separate camera just for his nose. He's a movie star, an author, an endless parade. He's the king of all media, but can't get laid. Let's talk about the pimp boy Gary. He's big and smelly and damn is he hairy. Yo, he's the boy with the inner tube lips. Booey with the big ass tip. Fred from Mars. He got bodies buried in his backyard. And Stuttering John, who can't speak a hoot. The only rock star who ain't making no loot. This is the stuff that you gotta know about Howard Stern and the Howard Stern Show. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Say go Howard, go Howard, go. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Hey yo, Robin, goddamn, what a rap. Your knockers are so big they gotta hurt your back. And oh Jackie, yeah, he can drink. He squats on his jetty till his face turns pink. This is the stuff that you gotta know about Howard Stern and the Howard Stern Show. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Go Howard, go Howard, go. Go Howard, go Howard, go.
Just had to cut some of it, huh?
Yeah. He didn't have a lot of room.
Hey, very nice job. He's a white guy, obviously. Right?
He's a white Jewish guy.
Is he? I'm saying, is his name Izzy? No.
It's not that far off.
Really? Jesse James theme?
Yeah, what is that? Is that all fake?
Yeah, we should bring him in. Let's congratulate him. Then you know what I'll do? I'll take a commercial break, and then I'll talk to Captain Jenks. All right.
Go New York, go New York, go.
I wonder how you get that gig, writing a New York Knicks song.
Well, he can explain a lot to you, and he can tell you what it's done for him. I was talking to him about it a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Like I asked him if he gets girls from it.
Really?
Yeah. He says plenty.
Really?
How do they know he wrote it?
Because he tells them.
Why can't I tell him I wrote it?
Yeah, anybody could say that.
Hey, man, how you doing?
What's up?
Oh, you're a wigger.
What's up?
You're a wigger, right?
I am.
That's a white guy who acts like a black guy.
Huh.
Like that guy Marky Mark. Hey, what's up? Aren't you embarrassed seriously sometimes talking like a black guy? Because I mean, like you didn't grow up black.
Yeah, I grew up in Roslyn.
You grew up in Roslyn.
Man, we got a lot in common. No,
Roslyn is not Roosevelt.
Yeah.
no,
I'm saying, I mean, like, you know, why take on the whole black thing?
Yeah, I mean, I just talk like myself. I'm not really, you know, Marky Mark. I know where you're coming from. I mean, but no, I just do my own thing and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to be black. You know what I mean?
No. What do you think of the? I think you guys did a great job with the lyrics there.
Yeah, you did a nice job on the song.
Thank you.
How did you write the New York Knicks song? What did you do?
I came up with the idea last year and presented it to the Knicks, the whole Go New York Go concept.
How do you present
it to the Knicks?
Yeah.
I do a lot of jingles, and I wrote a jingle for Nancy Grunfeld, who's Ernie Grunfeld's wife, who's GM of the Knicks. And I was like, yeah, well, they like the song. I was like, well, let's do something for the Knicks. Came up with the Go New York Go concept and presented it to Checkits and Ernie Grunfeld, and they liked it.
Oh, yeah?
And then you know what happens?
What?
The Knicks, just take the song, and then, he just gets to sing it. Like it's not his song anymore.
Oh, yeah? You don't even get to own it?
Well, I mean, it's the Knicks, it's a promotional thing.
Do you get paid?
For the Knicks. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's working out great.
Oh, that's good. Well, yeah, I mean, they're not going to buy a song if they don't own it.
Right. Right.
Baba Booey thinks he should own it.
I'm a little disappointed some of you guys are rooting for the Rockets, though. I mean...
I'm not rooting for the Rockets.
I understand. It's
you're trying to make some money.
In order to get the action going, somebody has to vote for the other side.
Yeah, not only that, the Rockets are a better team.
They're a better team.
They're not playing
if they're
like
as good a team as you say they are, this series should be over.
Well, wait a second. The Knicks, if they're as good a team as you say they are, the series should be over.
Well, no,
Nobody ever said the Knicks.
No, not every. There's highs, there's lows.
There's ebbs and flows.
No, there's an ebb and flow to a game. And the thing is, they've been playing a long time. Maybe they're a little down right now, but they're still winning games.
The Rockets had a long rest between
but
their last playoff game and this finals?
I have to be honest with you for a second, Howard. The first thing that happened, I walked in here, and the first thing Gary mentioned was that bet, so I know it's on his mind. I think he's a diehard Knicks fan, but I think he might be a little,
He's all upset. He's not about the money because Robin's paying for it. He's all upset about the gas. You're really freaked out by it.
Well, yeah, it's a weird thing.
Is it?
It's disgusting.
You
are. It's going to be weird.
It is going to be weird. It's going to be very hard.
Have you ever done that?
You know what? What will be weird is if you like it.
Now that's weird.
How do you suppose that might happen?
I don't know. It could.
I don't know. And by the way,
you'll be there for a whole minute.
Included in the bet, you can't wash your mustache for 2 hours. All right, so if the smell lingers in there, that's it. That's a good bet because he's all freaked out by it.
Yeah.
I think I can handle Bob
He
Booey.
doesn't mind the money, so it's the other thing.
You're the one
that really has it.
I can't believe that that you're going to let me do it and you won't be freaked out.
I will stick to the bet.
Because again, you have like a germ phobia. This is as germ, as close to germs as you can get.
A bet is a bet. This is the manliest bet we ever made.
He doesn't think he's going to lose.
I believe in my team. You don't. I know I'm not going to have to sit there and smell your gas.
Sick gamblers rarely believe that they'll lose.
But that's how he can make these bets.
It's going to be the longest, smelliest 60 seconds since Roseanne was born.
You know what?
You might even just go for 60 seconds.
I got to say,
Robin?
I said you might even just go, blast away from the whole 60 seconds.
Oh, if I can get a double flutter blast out?
I know. Wait a second. Wait a second.
I'm going to hit you with a flotsy, then a flutter blast.
First of all, for starters, I think that Wolf will choke in the clutch. When the cameras are on him and you have to do it, I don't think that you'll be able to perform. Second of all,
why?
It's one shot only. It's one shot. It's one
right.
shot.
That is correct.
So it's one shot.
No, you got to stay there for a minute.
While your face is glued to me for 60 seconds.
You can't keep doing it. It's one shot, 60 seconds.
Oh, no.
You can't tell him what his bodily functions will do.
If I have gas, I have to release. No, I'm not going to hurt my intestines.
You said
missiles may fly.
You said one shot and then you stay for 60 seconds.
That's correct.
But not 60 seconds worth of shots.
How are you going to know if a little SBD doesn't?
60 seconds down there. Whatever happens, happens.
That's right.
10 days in the hole.
That's right. 60 seconds in the hole. I'm unpredictable down there. You'll learn. You will learn the power that is stern. This is my most awesome talent. I have yet to reveal it to the world. I love this bet.
I predict that you will choke and there will be no liftoff.
Okay, very good. We'll see.
Well, you know what? The one thing that Gary has to pray for if he loses is that you get the urge, and it's one of those...
Right, it's one of those false alarms.
Right.
Let me tell you what's going to happen tomorrow morning if I win the bet. When I get in here at 6...
Yeah.
I will have Stuttering John run out and buy me broccoli, a whole head of it. I will wolf down a head of broccoli with salsa while slamming rice cakes down my throat. That combo of rice and broccoli and hot sauce is going to blow his brains out to the sky.
Wolf is very fibrous.
Exactly. And what I'm going to do is, he's not even going to get my first few blasts.
Oh, no.
You're going to save up.
I'm going to savor for the biggest blast, because usually it happens right in the middle of my digestion.
Right, usually your first ones aren't that big.
You better, Howard, if you want to become the star about this that you think you're going to, you got to time it perfectly. Because then I'm afraid that if you start to do that, you might run out.
You don't worry about a thing. You pray I run out. You pray I run out, boy.
He prays you don't accidentally do something else.
I'm gonna explode like a dropped beer can on your head.
He would be willing to risk an accident for this performance, I think.
May I wear saran wrap over my face?
No, you may not. I must have a clear shot at that face of yours. I'm going to scorch that mustache right off your face. You're not going to know it.
I have visions of, like, after you're done tomorrow, I have no eyebrows left.
Yes.
Now, let's get back to Jesse James, who wrote the Knicks song.
Jesse James, is that your real name?
That's his rap name.
I see.
He's a white guy, wants to be black. Like Marky Mark. Where was that kid born, that he's black?
Boston.
Southie, probably.
Yeah, that's where they hate blacks. Right? You're from Southie, aren't you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm from South Boston.
Yeah, and you hate blacks.
What do you think of Marky Mark?
I don't call them blacks. That's disrespectful. We call them niggas.
What do you think of Marky Mark, Miss...
Marky Mark.
Congeniality.
Marky Mark.
You don't like him because
He's a Marky.
No, you don't like him because he acts like a black guy, right?
He was born in Dorchester.
Right.
And he used to fight with niggas.
Yeah.
I call blacks Darky Dark.
You know what Mark's last name is?
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's Jewish.
Is it?
I don't know. What?
Jew. A nigger-loving Jew.
Oh, you're despicable.
That's redundant.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I hate white niggers
What was that, ma'am?
I said I hate white niggers as much as if they were poop brown.
Well, I'm sure you're just a delight, and what a lucky man who got to have children with you.
You hate white guys who act black.
I really do. Jumping around like white monkeys. Albino monkeys.
What does that tell you?
That Jesse James here you don't like then, I guess.
Creepy.
Why? Because
do I give up that image? I don't think, you know.
Because he's grabbing his crotch and he's moving around like an ape and he's trying to act like a nigger.
Well, you're
he's making these hand gestures because monkeys can't talk; they just grunt. So he's waving his arms
you act like you're something.
Yeah,
I don't wave my arms.
You don't even go to work.
I got a mouth and I got a brain. I don't have to wave my arms.
Well, what about some teeth?
What are you talking about?
You have teeth, don't you?
A nigger Jew.
Oh, gee.
My God, what a connection. What a concoction. Jesus.
You better get glasses. All right, very good.
Eyes going too.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm saying.
I hate the Knicks. A bunch of dribbling cheaters.
See, she's a racist. You're not. You like the black race because you imitate. Although a lot of these white guys
don't like blacks.
You're selling your birthright right up the river, my white friend, my white wigger. You call that crap of his music? I load my gun to that noise. And guns are selling big in the white women community.
They are. Do you own a gun?
That's right, the ladysmith.
You own a gun?
That's right, I own a gun.
You do?
That's
I
right.
say. Yeah.
That's right.
I bet your husband hasn't had sex in a year.
A year?
That's right.
Who can come near that?
Oh, boy. You're something else, honey. She's not bad looking, though.
The only time I pretend he's a nigger.
When you're in bed?
That's right. That's right.
So anyway, let me get this straight.
Yeah. What are you trying to get straight?
Jesse James, that's your rap name.
Correct.
What's your real name?
My real last name is Itzler.
Itzler.
Heil Itzler. Itzler's very close to Hitler.
Yeah.
So you're a full-time musician?
Full-time musician. You know.
So you do jingles and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
For commercials?
Have you met the Knicks? Have you met with Patrick Ewing and all the other guys?
Yeah, I met some of the Knicks before.
Actually, he was in the newspaper a couple of weeks ago complaining that his seats for the playoffs were really bad.
Actually, there was an article about my seats. I wasn't complaining, but there was some print in the newspaper about.
Are you supposed to get seats as part of your deal for writing the song?
Oh yeah, I get Knicks seats. Knicks are taking care of me.
I mean, you wrote the song.
Yeah.
I think they should put you up a little closer.
Yeah.
So how do you work it into getting girls?
Oh, what do? You tell them you wrote the jingle and you get laid? Well, you're not a bad-looking guy.
Thank you, Howard.
He's a nice-looking guy.
He's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean.
For a wigger. I bet you do. I bet you talk like you're trying to talk white now, but I bet like off the air you're like.
He really gets into
What's
it.
up? What's up? What's up?
Thick.
Gary, does he?
Yo.
Does he?
No, you know, Gary,
I think
pretty much me.
But even now, he's he's doing the hands and things. But he's about like what he's saying.
He's watching himself in front of me.
I got a lot of hand gestures.
You're a white guy. What do you want to go around like a black?
Where did he find black people to imitate in Roslyn?
Yeah, they have two. They have two in Roslyn.
At the train station as they're leaving.
You know what? When I was growing up in Roosevelt and everyone around me was black, I admit I used to walk around going, "Hey, what's up, man?" You know, I used to talk like that. Yeah, I talked with a southern accent and the whole thing because I desperately wanted to fit in, and that's what everyone did. Meanwhile, half the black kids I grew up were doing the same thing. They were imitating Southerners. I don't know where they got it from.
Robin, you know where you find black people in Roslyn?
None of them were from the South. These guys. Where do you find black people in Roslyn?
At the railroad station, about 5 o'clock. They're all going home from their jobs, from caring for people's kids all day.
Yeah, but they're not doing rap records.
Those are they should be doing reggae records.
Yeah, really.
But anyway, so the point is, and then when I finally got out of the black community, I realized how stupid I sounded. And I began.
You mean you left the black community and you were still talking like that when you were around a bunch of white people?
No. When I got around white people, I could change.
All right.
Yeah, I remember we scrimmaged Roosevelt in basketball, Roswell. We lost by I think it was by 75 or something.
Yeah, did you score it all?
It was probably 75 to nothing.
That was like the Harlem Globetrotters.
I didn't touch the ball.
Yeah. You're a bunch of wiggers. You can't play basketball. Right? He's a wigger.
Yeah, why don't you just, where are you stopping there? Why don't you just put on some minstrel makeup, you phony?
Right.
Go eat some spare ribs and wipe your mouth off with your big gesturing hands and go rob some old people, you damn nigger imitating kite.
Here we go.
Hey, you know what? You're a foul mouth, honey.
You know, it always comes from the lady with no teeth. You know?
Right.
It's always the lady with no teeth. That's got all no teeth and no hair. That's where all the complaints come from.
She is from South Boston. And she...
And I got a gun.
And you're against busing, right?
I'm against busing. I carry a gun, you know.
But now your children go to school with black kids.
I don't want no O.J. Simpson sneaking up on me, Robin. I got this kid gun.
You know what? I would pay O.J. Simpson to get out of jail and take care of you.
A lot of people are offended by you.
Jews, nigger Jews. Get me a shot and a draft beer. I'm busy with the niggers. Jews. What a wonderful world this would be if I could just get rid of some of them.
What would you do then? Wouldn't have anybody to dream about.
A perfect planet. Not one nigger.
Well, you hate black people.
Heaven on earth.
This guy likes black people so much he likes to imitate them. Now, stop it. He's making a good living at it.
They're going to turn on you, them niggers.
No, he probably doesn't have any black friends. Just imitates them.
They're going to turn on you.
Well, you're...
Mark my words.
Mac?
She's from Boston. All right, let me ask you something.
Yes.
I go to the beauty parlor and plan on nigger hating.
Oh, geez. They curl that one hair you have on top of your head.
Like Sweet Pea.
I'm for busing. I'd like to put all the niggers on a bus and drive them into the sea.
All right, let me ask you, when you go to a party...
Niggers.
Okay.
When you go to a party, you tell girls you wrote the Knicks song?
Well, actually, I don't know if you guys... Gary, I know you saw my video, College Girls. Right. I have a video out, a couple of videos.
Right.
And, so people recognize me. And then someone will say,
where would I see these videos? Why have
the
I
box. He's on the box.
He's on the music box.
Right.
Yeah, he did a video where he just stacked it with tons of girls who were practically naked in bikinis.
And did you get a lot of them?
Right up your alley.
Really?
Love it, yes.
And did you get a lot of these girls?
In fact, I'll get you a copy.
Really?
Yeah, I had a good time doing the video.
No,
he says the way it works is, somebody will know it's him, and then word just starts to spread among the girls. Hey, that's the guy that wrote the Knicks song.
There's a lot of Knicks fans out there, and fortunately the song caught on, so people are like, oh yeah, that's the kid. That's the kid.
Lucky
that
bastard.
type of thing.
The kid.
All right, well, try to act like a white guy, for God's sake.
Okay.
He will when this runs out of fashion.
Right.
He'll be white again.
He'll be white again. Oh, it's nice to meet you. What should I call you, Jesse James, or by your other name?
Call me Jesse.
Jesse James.
Name.
Jesse James. All right. Jesse James. The gangster from Roswell.
That's right.
You're bad, though, right? I mean, you go out and you...
He's a kid.
You're part of the gang? Are you part of the gang or something?
No.
Roslyn gang?
Yeah. Heard about us?
Yeah. Were you ever in a gang? Do you know any black people?
Of course.
You do?
Of course.
You got black friends?
Sure.
Yeah? Sure you do. Well, there you go. Jesse James Robin.
He's probably
I hope you like the song, Howard.
It's very dope. It's very dope.
It's very dope.
You're a good lyricist.
It is. Yeah, by the way, very nice job. Thank you for doing that for us. We'll play that a couple of hundred times. There he is, Jesse James, Robin. I'm going to take a break. What is it, Stuttering John?
Okay, take a break, but I got people on the phone. I just want to...
You got people on the phone?
Yeah, one wants to ask a question about the E-show.
About the E-show?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take phone calls right. Tell him to hold on, and I'll get to Captain Jenks, who has a phony phone call, right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Jackie Jofman, this Friday, big show at the Comedy Loft in Nanuet, New York. And to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD, $10 plus free shipping and handling. Call 1-800-323-5464. And tonight, a big release party for Jackie's CD, The Joke Man, at Caroline's on Broadway. 5:30.
Really?
That's right. Big release party, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Open to the public. Very good, Jackie. Congratulations to you on all these big parties.
Big release party.
Big release party.
Didn't invite me.
You.
I guess I'm just public.
Didn't invite me either. Yeah, you're the public. You want to go, you'll pay. That's all, like everyone else. Oh, it's free?
To Jackie, I'm just public.
Hey, I just got a fax. Some guy wrote me and said, hey, Howard, I tuned in the E-show last night, and I didn't see that girl from yesterday. Evidently, the girl who was in here, who was the aerobics instructor, I think she's going to be on during our vacation. So guy said,
I was going to ask you, what are they going to do about vacation?
He says, hey, I tuned in last night waiting to see that girl. The problem is we do a 4-hour radio show, so there's a lot of different things that they pack into that one show.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, for anyone who tunes in tonight here, I'll hold this up to the camera. We've gotten another Baba Booey cartoon. It says here, police found the missing murder weapon used by O.J. Simpson. And here it is. When you tune in tonight, you can see that. There it is. It is O.J. holding up a Baba Booey. Well, you tune in and watch.
Yeah.
All right. And if you don't,
a deadly weapon.
If you don't get the E network like me, call Cablevision. If you live on Long Island, you probably have Cablevision. They refuse to give us the E network. Call them up and say, why can't I see that Baba Booey picture? Why are you withholding things from me? Why do I have 15 channels that have home shopping and I don't have this?
Why don't you bring in the listing of your TV stations and we can figure out which ones you don't need?
Well, you got in Dallas. Dallas just refused to run E on a big, I don't know the name of the cable company.
Mm-hmm.
In Boston, I got a letter from a guy who says his cable company won't add E. It's a whole thing going on.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about where you are. I want to know what is on your cable.
I'm going to bring in the channels. I'm glad you said that.
I want to know what you get to watch.
I get garbage. I don't get half the channels you
well,
got.
I'll bring in my list, and you bring in your list.
I don't get Court TV. I'll tell you right now.
Court TV is great.
I don't get the Food Network. I don't even see VH1 on there anymore. They took that off. They put a bad, lame channel on for that. Not that I watched it, but I like to have it.
Yeah, I never watch VH1, but I like to tune by and see that it's there.
I know I got 10 channels with insects. Constant insects mating. I know how insects mate. Name an insect, Robin.
The praying mantis.
All right. The praying mantis. The woman stands there like a lox, like my wife, on a leaf.
Yes.
The male comes on top of her. He actually climbs right on top of her, and then she devours him.
Is that
He dies.
right?
He dies. And they eat the shell of the guy.
That sounds real good.
I got insects and religion. I got 5 stations with religion. I got a channel that runs that mother. What's her name?
Angelica?
Mother Angelica.
That's the Archdiocese of Rockville Center channel that you get.
Yeah, I get that. She's got a cross the size. Jesus himself was hung on a smaller cross.
So big
wooden cross. Is she from Rockville Center?
I don't know if she's from Rockville Center or they carry that programming, but I'll tell you, it's 100 degrees out. The woman's in full habit.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some new channels. I mean, if I see Tony Danza again, I'm gonna pull an OJ. I'm telling you, you better watch me. What do you want?
I was just going to tell you, they moved VH1 to a really weird place on your cable system.
It's like Channel 50.
No, it's Channel 37.
No, I don't get it on Channel 37.
Oh, really?
All I keep getting is pay-per-view ads on all the upper channels.
Because they moved
Did you pay the extra buck?
There is no extra buck being offered.
Really?
No.
Yeah, they don't have that yet, Robin.
Oh.
They're very behind.
I would pay $2. Well, Cablevision has said they would put in a special feed to my house, and I said, no dice. I don't want a special feed. Just give everybody the channel. I don't want to be special. What is it?
That's it.
Too bad. Did you see your cartoon? I just held it up to the camera.
I've got it right here. Oh, I see. I get it. It's very funny.
Why don't you bring in all your cartoons? I'll show them right now.
Well, because we got a lot to do right here.
You know, it's terrible that Gary doesn't see the humor.
You know what I'm going to do on tomorrow's show? After I win my bet and do the gas in his face, then I'm going to show every one of his cartoons.
Good.
That's going to be even more special than any show we've ever done. He's on a roll.
I have a next-door neighbor who has an 8-year-old, and I went with them to see The Lion King over the weekend, and while we're driving in the cab to see this stupid movie, the little girl looks at me and she says, does Fafa Fooey have a wife? That's how she referred to Gary. She doesn't say Gary or Boa. She says, does Fafa Fooey, is he married?
Yeah. He's married to Mrs. Fafa Fooey.
So these kids out there listening don't even know that Gary has a name.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, what's going on with the E channel?
What do you mean? I don't listen. By the way, I don't control cable.
No, it's just that yesterday, right, we listened to your radio show all day.
Yes.
And I look forward to watching it at night before I go to bed. And last night's show was the day before.
What did you do? Watch at 8?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. You didn't listen yesterday.
All right, here's the schedule. The E show runs 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific, repeat of day before. Okay, 8 o'clock they run the repeat from the day before. At 11 o'clock they run a new show.
Oh, but that's not right.
Well, right. Who's to say what's right?
It is absolutely
yeah, but I
right.
look forward to watching it at 8 o'clock.
But if you watch every day at 8 o'clock, you'll see the show from the day before. What's the difference?
But I want to see the new stuff that you put on the radio.
But it's new.
Tonight it'll be a new show to you.
Yeah, but I was looking forward to really watching what was on the air.
So watch at 11. You're awake.
No, I work 2 jobs.
Well, why don't you quit your job so you can see the
quit my
E!
job.
show?
You going to support me?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Such a thing as welfare. Okay, thank you.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
Just to do me a favor, tell Jackie. A bunch of us went to Rascals to see him.
Yeah.
I bought 2 T-shirts. I wore them, washed them, everything ran.
Of course. What do you think he's going to spend?
Jackie shirt. It's a special trademark.
Jackie doesn't spend a lot of money on his merchandise.
He charges a lot.
Of course, he's trying. That's what he is. But spend little, charge a lot, then you make profits, right, Jackie?
That's absolutely right.
Right.
It's the cheapest crap I can possibly find.
Right.
Those shirts aren't supposed to be washed.
It would only
Jackie
be
never washes
Jackie's
anything.
never advertised any other way. He's always said it's the cheapest crap he can find.
Really cheap shirts. Cheap.
Well,
good
that's
show, though. Good show.
You know, and by the way, if Jackie went to a T-shirt store and the shirt ran, he'd be on the air. You should see, I bought these shirts.
This piece of crap.
People.
Although, I tell you what, I have a house upstate New York, and I was walking around the town up there, and one guy came up to me and says, wow, where did you get that T-shirt? I'll give you $20 for it.
Well, there you go.
See?
So I told him if I had another shirt to change, I would have sold it.
Why
to him
didn't you
for
sell it
$20
if you were so unhappy with it? Why didn't you sell it to him?
All right.
Howard, can I just plug my brother's restaurant?
No.
Oh, come on.
Good morning.
You don't insult Jackie's shirt and then plug.
I have 8 of them, Howard. None of them ran.
They don't run if you don't wash them.
Exactly.
Don't wash them in
Jenks is the smelliest guy I know. Never has washed it. Oh, there's special washing instructions?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
If you get a bright colored shirt, anybody, even I know enough to wash it in cold water.
Is that right?
A couple times. Of course.
You know that.
Oh, Jackie's the happy homemaker.
Yeah. He hasn't washed the shirt in 20 years.
Anybody raised in America in the last... All right, turn it off.
Yeah, don't you know? Hints from Eloise.
Jenks, quickly your phone call. Who did you call? I've got a lot to get to.
Okay, I phoned Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, on Calling All Sports on CNN.
You mean Terry Hulk Hogan?
Yes, Terry Hulk Hogan. In fact, that was my question, Howard. Why with the new name change?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny that Hulk Hogan insists on calling himself Terry Hulk Hogan.
Is he still doing that now that he's decided to go back into wrestling?
I don't know. But
Yes, well, I think there's a separation between the television and the wrestling thing.
I see.
Yeah,
when he's on the road, he's called Hulk, and when he's on the set, he's called Terry.
Yeah, Terry. There's a whole rule around Hulk.
It's 2
It's a
different
little
people.
femish, isn't it?
I don't know, man, but I know that he wanted to come on our radio show. I think I said no. I just can't handle those wrestling guys.
Well, why would a sports show have a wrestling guy on? That's not a real competition.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you should have asked them, how come you guys fix all your sports and then you come on a sports show? It's not a real sport.
Yeah, what are we discussing here? We know how the battle's going to turn out.
Yeah, wrestling is basically ballet.
You know, he's also getting a little older, too, Howard, to be the American hero. Isn't he?
Yeah, I know. He's looking a little
old,
long
a
in
little
the tooth.
smaller,
Yeah.
a little balder.
A little balder.
Still using that same old rap, too, about how he's the Hulkamania.
All right, let me hear what you did.
Let's go to the calls. Philadelphia, you're on with Hulk.
Hulk Hogan, wow, it's an honor.
How you doing, my friend?
All right, how are you?
My friend.
Great, man. Can't wait to see you in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you when you come to Philadelphia.
Brother, who makes the Spectrum rock and roll better than anybody?
Hulk Hogan.
What's running wild in the Philadelphia Spectrum? Hulk Hogan! Who's got the largest arms in the world, brother? Hulk Hogan! When he gets his chance, who's going to be Ric Flair right in the center of the ring for the World Heavyweight title?
Howard Stern?
Howard Stern. Howard Stern. If I had my handcuffs on, if somebody put handcuffs on me and tied my legs together and blindfolded me, I could beat Howard Stern. Here's the phones again.
Cut it right off, Howard.
Yeah. Well, you gave him an answer you didn't like. I don't know. At this point, I might be able to beat up Hulk Hogan. All right. Thanks for the call.
Thanks for the calls for Jimmy Stewart, Baltimore. Hello.
Jimmy, you've been around so long. Do you think you'll ever die?
I didn't hear that. Montreal, hello.
Oh, that's so cruel.
You've been on the world so long. Do you think you'll ever die?
Do you think you get to that age and you wake up and every morning's a surprise?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Here.
I can't believe I'm alive. I'm supposed to die in my sleep. you open your eyes waiting to see a different room.
Pop up full high.
See a casket. Yeah.
Janice Ian's on the line. You know, she's got a gig tonight celebrating.
Oh, is that right?
The gay games. She'll be playing,
Is she
for the
here?
gay games in her town.
No, she's on the phone.
I mean, in New York.
Yeah,
She's coming to New York.
She's coming to New York.
Oh, I see.
Gorilla said at his college yesterday they had the lesbian racquetball tournament.
Did he really?
I swear to God.
Oh, man. Were any of them hot?
No. He said they were all, like,
Ugly.
butchy and, you know, had big arms and stuff. Did you see last night on the news they showed there's a thing in the gay games? It's like ballroom dancing is a sport.
And
it's two guys.
Yeah.
Two guys with ballroom dancing.
Did they show that? What channel showed that?
Channel 2.
See, I can't. Like I was saying this to Dan Foreman, who we know and is the executive producer. If I had his job and was the executive producer of NBC News, I'd be all over the gay games.
That's what I was asking. Where is the coverage?
Yeah, I mean, my lead story would be OJ, and then I'd go I would spend about a half hour on OJ, and then for the rest, I'd show two guys ballroom dancing.
Two guys ballroom dancing at Roseland.
Yeah.
It was the funniest thing.
I certainly haven't been interested in anything else they've been running
Yeah.
besides the OJ stuff.
One of them was in a dress, one of the guys, wasn't he? No?
They both looked, I hate to say this, they both were dressed exactly like Brian Boitano.
Oh.
You know what I mean? They had like those little matador
outfits.
Exactly.
The gay games are what's happening, man.
Yeah, I would love to see ballroom dancing, two guys whirling each other around the floor.
I'd love to see lesbians racquetball.
Well, you can have what you want.
Hey, Gorilla, what do they wear when they racquetball? Where is
He heard you.
Hey, Steve.
Talk about...
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
And you falling is kind of
Put that on TV tonight, Gorilla falling over the chair.
There you go. No, I was outside in front of school, and there's all these, like, short, shaved-haired women, like, butchy, walking around, and they had a pass on, and it was just said, you know, it was like I guess it was like a press pass to play. And I said to one of them, I said, what's this? She said, racquetball tournament. And then the wind blew, and the pass, flew over.
Yeah.
It's a gay 94.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you freak out?
I didn't freak out, no.
I thought you were like anti-homosexual.
No, not at all.
Aren't you like a homophobe?
No.
I don't think he likes homos.
Really?
No, lesbians, fine with me.
Oh, the gays.
Oh, it's the gay guys.
The gay men.
No, honestly, I like our new intern, Rich. He's really cool.
Oh, yeah, right. Rich.
Yeah.
Everyone's agreed they like Rich.
He's cool. The rest of my candidates.
Would you go out with him?
Rich
is kind of handsome.
on a friend thing, yeah.
Would you go drink with him?
I go drink. I invite.
Would you sleep in a bed?
Would you go over his house?
Yeah, with the hangout showing.
What if like you were really drunk?
It wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen.
No, well, you two can't get drunk together?
I'd get drunk with him, but I invited him to hang out tonight at Jackie's gig at Caroline's. I said,
so you're having a date with him tonight?
Well, I invited him to hang out with everybody else.
No, but you asked him out.
Okay, yeah, I got a date with him tonight.
How do you know he doesn't think of it that way?
How do you know he's not misinterpreting the signals? He might jump on top of you.
No, not at all.
Steve Gorillo asked me for a date.
Oh, I can't believe my dream come true. Gorilla asked me.
I told the other.
Jackie said no homos. At the gig, right, Jackie?
No homos whatsoever.
Public does not include homos.
So you're going out with him to Jackie's, and then where are you going afterwards?
Scott's intern, Chris. I invited.
Oh yeah, that's to make it look like it's a group of guys.
No, but I just said. Why?
You don't think he's handsome?
I think he's a good-looking dude. Yeah.
Oh, so you do think he's good-looking, and you asked him out?
If I was gay, I'd be all over him.
So
you going drinking with him tonight?
I don't know.
And what if you get really loaded and you need a place to stay?
I probably won't get loaded tonight.
Disney.
if you did have to sack out at his place, though, would you feel uncomfortable?
Would you feel uncomfortable sleeping in his house?
Something. One of my best friends was gay. Is gay.
Did you straighten him out?
I didn't straighten him out. No, he sort of got involved with some drug problems.
Yeah. What's so funny about that?
It's kind of very bad drug problems, and he doesn't speak to anybody anymore. But he was my best friend, and he was a homosexual.
Jackie calls those good drug problems when you're beyond. I like a drug that knocks out your ability to speak. Rest your vocal cords.
That's not a problem.
Let me get Janice. Let me talk to Janice. Let me take a break and then talk to Janice.
All right. She's going to be at the gay game?
Janice, you're going to be at the gay games?
Howard. I'm going to be singing. Then I got to come home.
Janice is gay, by the way. She's really into the whole lesbian thing. But you know what? I think Janice would really like a guy, too. But
I've had a guy, too.
Well, yeah, she was married.
She was married, but I think like she'd like to have sex with me, but...
You?
Yeah, I know.
I want to have sex with you and Allison.
No, she wants to have sex with a guy, but I don't know. She's having trouble finding a guy.
Nah.
That's my theory on Janice. You would have sex with me, right?
I would have sex with you in a heartbeat if Pat said okay.
Really?
Really, of course. I told you that. I think you're cute.
I told you, she's not real confirmed lesbian. She's just into everything.
No, I'm... Well,
she's bi.
Howard, how are you?
She'd like to get back on the meat wagon, is what I'm saying.
Not a chance.
She's just got to find a guy who, is attractive to her. She's attracted to me.
Enough that I can climb around.
Now, you would need a big man.
Tall.
I'd like to give it to Janice just to convert her.
Thank you.
So you could have that on your little resume, your sexual
resume.
resume.
I would love to convert. Like, all of a sudden, Janice's walking around in a daze, not even want to be with her gay lover anymore. She's like, whoa, holy mackerel.
In your dreams, Howard.
So that's what it's all about. Whoa, I never got it like that.
She's had a man. Is it better being with a woman?
Same difference. I mean, it's all in who you love.
It's whoever you get.
No, luck of the draw, right?
Yeah.
So if you started...
I'd like you to start writing love songs about penis again. Get on track with that. You're writing a lot of love songs about women lately.
Just a lot of love songs about sweat.
Janice is going to be at Tramps tonight.
A fitting name.
Tickets are available through Ticketmaster and Tramps box office, but also a lot of the lesbians are in town for the gay games. Because you get a lot of the gays coming to the concert, right?
Sure.
Lesbians, too. It's great for guys. Go to the concert tonight, even if you're not into Janice.
Just go to hang out and watch.
Just go to hang out and watch lesbians. I think half the lesbian racquetball players will be there.
The whole team.
Are you guys having like a lesbian week?
Well, no, it's the gay games and everything.
I know.
Personally, I'm against all of it because it clogs up traffic.
We haven't had any of the gay people here.
You're kidding.
We got the gay comedians coming in. They're covering the games for us.
Is that
okay, good.
Yeah.
Who have you got?
What's the Gay Jaffe is coming in.
Gay Jaffe's coming in?
Yeah, he'll be in.
Gay Bob?
Gay Bob and Gay Jaffe, I think.
And who's Richie?
That's our new gay intern.
Oh, you have somebody who's out and an intern.
Yeah, he's going to be on Tuesday, so we put him on TV.
Yeah, he's rather young. We have to find out when he came out and how
he's
that
cute.
was.
He's really cute.
He is. So see, Howard, now we finally found somebody you could date.
What is it, Baba Hoey?
Do you want to say which athletes we're having on, or would you rather not say?
Which gay athletes are we having on?
We're having on the pairs figure skaters.
Ooh.
Wow.
Is that guys, too?
Two guys.
It's pretty funny.
It's an amazing-looking thing.
It is always funny to see two gay guys skating together.
Yeah.
It's better than two straight guys.
But you know what's cool about it? Really, usually when it's a guy and a woman, the woman gets thrown in the air and the guy can catch him. These guys switch off, I guess.
Oh, so they throw each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, how interesting. How come they can't have that in the regular Olympics?
I don't know.
If two guys are a team, why can't they skate together?
Robin, I love you. I love the way you think.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either.
What's the man?
Howard would tune in if it was two women.
I think if I was the executive producer at Channel 4 News like Dan Foreman is, I would have the gay games on for at least 15 minutes a night.
15 minutes, it would be wall-to-wall coverage.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Well, of course, to watch two gay guys sitting and skating with each other, holding each other like they're in love, that's good television.
Dipping each other?
Yeah, dipping, whirling, gay racquetball. I want to see these things. Where is it? Watch. You watch tonight. Dan will have it on live at 5.
All right.
That'd be great.
Now I'll tune in.
So, Janice, what have you been up to? Anything good? Any good lesbian stories?
No lesbian stories. Nothing very exciting. It's kind of dull around here this month. It's good. It's good. Pat's fine. She left her job. She went back to
She left a good job in the city?
Yeah, she left a good job in the city. Now she's going to go work in the field.
Working for the man every night and day?
For the man, you got it.
So your girlfriend left her job because she's got you to support her?
No, she left her job so she can get a better job so she can support me.
I think it's the other way around. Do you ever beat her like O.J. beat his wife?
We're not going to hear any strange stories about you.
Hey, Janice, are you the man or the woman? I think Janice is the man.
Both, depending on the day.
No, I think she's the man in the relationship. Although, you know what? I met her girlfriend.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure.
I think Janice is the woman.
I think it doesn't much matter.
Yes, it does. There is role playing.
It might not matter to you, Jan.
It matters to us.
Does it matter to inquiring?
Wait. I got to bleep that word off the air.
I can't believe we can't put that on the air, but we can.
You've been taking a lot of crap about me?
Well, just about, yeah. Yeah, I think people probably do figure that I'm sleeping with you.
Well, let's make it a reality.
Hey, all we got to do is get Allison and Pat to agree.
No, we don't.
Is that cheating?
It's not cheating. If you make it with a lesbian, that's doing a public service. She needs to know if she's into men or not.
Right. It's not cheating.
You're helping a friend.
So do you ever beat your girlfriend like OJ?
No.
You never have to get her in line?
What a scumsucker, boy.
Yeah. So what kind of crap you been taking for being a friend with me?
A friend of Howard. That's what I'll do. It'll be like friends of Bill and Hillary. I'll start a thing called.
Well, who's giving you crap?
Well, it's
Janice is always saying she's getting crap. I want to know who's...
an amazing number of people who have never heard your show and just hate it.
I know.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is weird. What are you going to do?
You need to get into Tennessee, dude.
Tennessee.
I don't know if we want to go there.
I don't know. I can't seem to get in anywhere lately, including my wife.
Oh,
Hey, you're still running for governor, right?
Yeah.
You know I've offered myself as ambassador to New Jersey.
Although it's getting harder and harder to run for governor. They want me to fill out financial disclosure forms, and I don't want to. And, you know...
But do the same as all the rest of them do and lie.
Yeah, maybe I'll lie. And I'll tell you something. Then it's just like weird. All these forms you got to fill out and stuff. It's becoming like a real house. I just want to be governor for a couple of weeks.
You thought it was easy to hold office.
It's not. It's not. You know, I'm honest. I'm not. You know why they had financial disclosure? Because real politicians would accept contributions and put it in with their personal income.
Sure.
I am accepting zero contributions, so why should I have to reveal what I make?
You don't need to go through that.
Exactly. I'm already a public figure, and I'm asking for zero contributions. I've received no money whatsoever from outside sources toward this
You're
campaign.
not taking any contributions?
Zero. I don't have a campaign committee. I don't have anything.
There's no place
your
to
own
send.
campaign?
There's no campaigning. There's nothing.
There's no place to send a contribution to.
Yeah. So I've made the argument that what is this? There's my disclosure.
What's the problem?
Sure. Where's the problem?
Right.
Well, Howard, I got to go catch a plane to New York so that I can satisfy all those lesbian lovers who are showing up tonight.
All right, baby. Janice Ian tonight at Tramps. Tickets are available through Ticketmaster and Tramps box office. Thanks for calling, Janice.
Hey, always a pleasure talking to you guys.
Good talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Janice Ian, everybody. Friend of the show. Lesbian friend of the show. Of course, she did that great song at 17 and the Jerry Seinfeld song as well.
Oh, yeah.
She'll probably be singing that at Tramps. Let me take a short break. We'll come back. Gary Shandling's going to be calling
I'm still stuck on those two guys ice skating together.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I should play the Jerry Seinfeld song for Orlando. But you know what? Not right now. I got too much stuff to get to. We'll come back and be with you right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. I was saying, those gay games.
Yeah.
If gay guys want to change the stereotype about, like gay guys being pansies and stuff, they shouldn't do two guys ballroom dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like
how are they going to change that image when they're admitting they're gay?
Well, because you do some more masculine sports. I mean, what are you going to do, toenail painting next? I mean, ballroom dancing is one step away from... What you got to do is, like, even a sport like bowling is a little more masculine than ballroom dancing.
Well, what's so different about seeing a bunch of girls play volleyball? That's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they had lesbian volleyball.
You
right?
see that all the time.
Yeah.
I just don't know they're lesbians.
I'd see gay guys box each other.
Oh.
See what I mean? Yeah. Ballroom dancing. First of all, with those tight pants, I doubt there was any ballroom. But needless to say. Anyway, let me just quickly, I have to sign some books for Heather Barrett, who was in our New Year's Eve video.
Your girlfriend.
My girlfriend. She wants to have sex with me. Hey, put the TV camera on this girl. She's from our New Year's show. This is good for E tonight.
She never seems to appear as lovely on camera.
Wow. Yeah, she looks lovely. What, did you lose weight?
No. Why?
You look great. Oh, you are so hot. Wow. I think she wants to make love to me. You do, right?
Oh, definitely. Listen, I have to...
Oh, you changed your hair color. It's cute.
No, I didn't change the color.
It's just longer.
I was in Las Vegas.
Oh, maybe you have a tan.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Vegas? Some guy brought you there?
No, Tough Man.
A Tough Man competition? What were you doing for the Tough Man competition?
I was doing cocoa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's
you
your
know that?
What's your story? How do you get that? I thought you were like a regular girl who just goes to work every day.
I just because I got the trip to Vegas for free because I did that.
And do guys end up having sex with you?
No.
Do you dress... No. And the
That's
art.
an emphatic no.
Do you, you dress like that for work?
Yeah, I'm going to work.
Like a supermodel?
Oh, well, I don't know. That's your...
She's a girl who wants to be a stripper.
How do you dress like a supermodel?
Let me tell you something. You know what the sexiest image... I have two images of her. When she was massaging us for our Super Bowl party, and she leaned over to me and said, "Do you cheat on your wife?" This was during the commercial. I go, no.
Oh, you forgot the answer to that question.
Yeah, I was like, And then she goes, "Do you cheat on... You don't really stay faithful to your wife, do you?" And I went, "Yeah."
Yeah, darling.
Because I'm an a-hole.
No, you're not. You're a good man.
I haven't stopped thinking about you since then. And you know what else I think of you?
What?
You know, on our New Year's Eve video, by the way, our New Year's Eve video is for sale, but a lot of people don't realize that we have all this new material. You know when you're backstage and we're having the big backstage party?
On the back.
And you're dancing with some guy?
Yeah.
This is after the show is over.
They shoot you from behind and you're wearing a dress that's like backless?
Yeah.
That's my... I really dig your back. I mean, she's got like an ass and a back that really kill. And I've actually, you know, pleasured myself to that video of her.
Right, okay, I have to ask you a favor.
Can I touch your back?
She could care less if you're into her.
Because I know, but I could... No, she's into it.
No, she isn't. She's already changed the subject. She doesn't even save her. She says, "Can I ask you something?" She doesn't even care
But she gets it from guys all the time, right?
No, not really. But what I want to ask you is, can you please stop saying my last name over the air?
What? Oh, yeah, this is really weird. Because she... Like, I wanted her to come to Albany with us.
Mm-hmm.
She called us and said, "Hey, can I come to Albany?" I said, "Fine, sure, you can come."
I didn't call you guys and ask. Elaine?
Oh, someone called you?
Well, Elaine...
I don't know, but evidently your family doesn't want you hanging around me or something.
Right.
Is that what it is?
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, they're like all uptight about her sort of hanging around and being a part of the New Year's Eve video.
Yeah, and they just feel that, you know, there's a lot of negative publicity associated with you, and, you know.
Well, there is.
Right, they're right.
I mean,
so they're just trying to look out for me.
What, your parents?
Yeah.
Well, what if I marry you? Will that make it any better?
You're married.
Yeah, I'm getting a divorce, okay?
He believes in polygamy.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd like to bring you into my marriage. I wish my wife would go a little bit lesbian.
I'm sure Allison would just be thrilled to hear that.
No, she's got me all to herself. And by the way, my wife could care less about me sexually. We're on one... Did you find the day of when I last made love to my wife?
I'm pretty sure it was the 17th.
It's been a month.
Was the
What's
17th
today?
a weekend? It's the 22nd.
Yeah, I haven't made love to my wife since the 17th of last month. I'm horny. I want a young girl like you. Right now.
Wait a minute. When was your wife's birthday party?
The 21st. No, the 25th.
Now, did you make love around then?
No.
You didn't?
No.
So it was the week before?
Yes.
I'm right, the 17th.
Yeah. I told you. I haven't gotten it for a month. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm only surrounded by beautiful women all day. I'm not going to burst.
What, does she think it's only when you leave home she needs to make sure that you're not?
Yeah, she gets all uptight when I leave home. Where is your... Give me... Right there. Scroll down your address, and I'm going to come over there tonight. I got to have some sex. After the show, I'm coming over to your place. Write that down. Just write it down discreetly, and I'm going to go over there, and I'm having sex. You're clean, right? You don't have any AIDS or anything?
No, of course not.
Do you have herpes?
No, I don't have anything.
When was the last time you made love to some stranger?
Yeah.
I've never made love to some stranger.
When's the last time you made love?
If I have to think about it, it's been too long, so...
Yeah, but how do you know you don't have AIDS? Did you get AIDS tested?
Actually, yeah, I've been tested.
All right, you got
I give blood regularly.
You do?
Yeah.
Heavy flow?
Oh, no. She meant for transfusion.
Well,
right.
Yeah, write that in your dress. I'm coming over after the show. You just wear that outfit and be ready for me.
Well, I'm wearing this to work. I don't think this is really...
Where do you... Like, what kind of work?
I'm working in the garment district now.
Well, that's a hell of a garment. Are you wearing a bra?
Yes.
God, what a cleavage on you. And that's natural. You don't have breast implants or anything.
No, I told you.
You are some knockout.
Why didn't you ever think of modeling?
I did some modeling here and there. It's just, I mean, I'm not really tall enough, and...
Yes, you are. How tall are you?
5'8".
That's way too tall. That's 2 inches taller than I thought you were.
Tell that to lean forward.
You look better every time.
Thank you.
Man, look at the bod on. Don't worry. As my girlfriend, I'm going to get you a modeling job.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be doing a lot of television work, and you're going to be in my film.
Oh, okay.
Just write that address down clearly. There you go. See, she's writing it.
I am.
Thank you. Hey, give me that. I'm coming over there this afternoon. I don't care what my wife says. Oh, I can get over there.
That's not too far out of your way.
You've never heard of that town.
Thank you. I will be over there, and we are making love. So be prepared.
Now, what happens when you go home with that address in your pocket?
It's not going to be in my pocket. I'll keep it in the car. And do you have rubbers at your house?
Yes.
You do? Good.
Yeah.
Because I can't stop and get condoms. I might be spotted.
Okay.
I have to have you, and that's the end of it. And I don't care what your parents say. You want me because your parents hate me.
Is it your parents that you live with?
Right now, yeah.
Oh, you're going to Mommy and Daddy's house.
You gotta buy our new video. I'm telling you, 1-800-52-STORY, and look at her back and tell me if I'm not crazy.
I slow motioned it. It's 4 seconds.
Yeah, but it's the best 4 seconds of the whole damn video for me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anybody else fixate on that? I guess not.
No, I've always fixated on her.
Yeah, you like her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't have her.
What?
You don't want Jackie, do you?
No.
Good.
Well, I remember when you were having the rub-down. She didn't bother with anybody but you, and when she was done with you, she left.
Who's on the phone? Gary Shandling?
Gary Shandling.
Hey, Heather, do you have to run out of here?
I do. I have to go to work.
Well,
So
if you
why-
supported her, if you put her up in a pied-à-terre.
Yeah, I'm going to get you an apartment.
Robin's got the right idea.
You're going to get an apartment and an allowance. And you're not going to tell my wife if I cheat, are you? If you tell my wife, I'm really going to take like OJ, I'm going to put a knife to your
You
throat.
just decided to take her under your wing because you think she can be a star.
Right.
Right.
I have a special interest in you. You know, how come guys like Tom Jones can go cheat on other wives and everything? Nobody says anything to the wife. Just don't tell
Nobody
my wife.
says anything to
he
the
knows how to
wife.
find the girls. They don't call his wife.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen?
What?
That's
What's
because he
gonna
treats them well.
Heather, are you going to tell anyone?
She's going to start upping the ante. First
Yeah.
it's going to be, oh, it's Christmas, Howard. I need a
Are you
going to
do that?
No.
Yes, go ahead.
I have to support my children.
That's gonna be, you know what?
No, the thing I don't understand, I got to get to Gary Shandling, but the thing I don't understand is this.
Wait, Gary Shandling is more important than I am?
No,
No.
he just has the schedule.
It's just that he has a schedule that's more
Not
important
when
than
we're
yours.
looking you in the face, he isn't.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So you're saying to me that your parents forbid you to go on trips with me and stuff?
No, I mean, they don't forbid me. It's
That's why you didn't go to Albany?
There were a number of extenuating circumstances surrounding my decision not to go to Albany.
All I know is Heather, when I would call her, Heather kept saying, I want to be there. I want to be there more than anything.
No, I really
but
did.
I,
I
can't.
wanted
And
to go. I wanted
What
to
is it? How
support
old are
you.
you?
I have to say how old I am.
Yeah. What are you like in your 20s?
Low 20s.
Aren't you a woman? I mean, at this point, don't you
course.
get to choose where you go?
Of course I make my own decisions, but, you know, these
She
are
lives
people
with
that
them.
It's not even that I live
How are you
with
going to go on vacation with me if you have to ask your parents' permission?
No, I mean, these are people that I care about and whose opinions matter to me, and, you know, it wasn't such a big
And what am I
deal.
going to do to you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Foul you.
I have a 2-week vacation coming up. We're going to Jumbie Bay, so see if you can get off.
Jones.
All right? No, Jumbie Bay, not Jumbie
Oh,
Beach.
I think it's Jones Beach.
You're going to the Caribbean, wherever that is. I don't know where it is. And you're going to get a white Ferrari, too.
Oh, boy.
Just like OJ got for his wife. All right, let me talk to Gary. You get out of here. What's the matter?
Fine.
What is he, Stuttering John?
Your wife is on the phone.
Right. Wait a second. Let me just...
Now you're in
hold
trouble.
on. Where's my wife? It's Gary Shandling, I thought. All right. Who's this, Gary or my wife? Is this my wife?
Howard.
Hey, Allison, you better give me sex.
Howard, you have your dates so wrong.
When was the last time we made
It
love?
was like a little over a week ago, and you were the one last weekend.
It's not a week ago. You're lying. It's a month.
No, it's
You don't.
not.
It is not a week. You are lying. I can't believe you're lying.
No, we had an anniversary in June.
And we did not make love.
Yes, we did.
We had an anniversary in June 4th.
Yeah.
All right, what day is today?
The 22nd of June.
So that's the last. So that's almost a month.
18 days. A little under 3 weeks.
Well, it's Howard's. Listen, he's
You got me so sex deprived. I've lost sense of all time.
well.
Now listen.
Nothing I can do about it because you're the one that seems to be overworked and exhausted. So
I'm in a depression.
She says you were about to say he turned you down this weekend?
Absolutely.
I did because.
You did. Now the truth is out.
I can't believe you're in here complaining.
You know, he makes it
I
feel
just
like
come from
I'm
Heather's
not-
apartment. I was worn out.
What happened?
Nothing. I love you. I got Gary Shandling on the phone.
All right, well, just get your facts straight.
Come on. You got to give me something. Give me something.
You're rejecting me. What can I do?
Well, don't worry about it. Just make a move.
No, I'm
All right,
sick
thank
of it. You
you.
got
Well,
to make a move to me.
All right.
Prove to me that you love me.
You know what? Go on to bed now. Spread them and wait for me. I'll be home in a few hours. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's my beautiful wife. All right, Heather, you better get out of here. I'm going to be over your apartment later this afternoon.
Right.
All right, Heather. Oh, wait. I'll sign those books in a second.
Okay.
Walk out slowly so I can soak you in. You wear panties?
No.
You're not?
No.
Oh. Can I touch your stomach?
Yeah.
I can?
My stomach?
Yeah.
Are you feeling my muscles?
No, yeah, let me just touch your stomach. Oh, flat. Look how flat that is. Wait, did the camera get that? Look how flat that is. Look. You hear that? No, listen to this noise when I touch your stomach.
Oh, God.
Now hit yours.
Ready? Hit mine.
Okay, wait.
Hey, hit mine.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, he's holding it.
That's right.
Pretty good.
Damn right, honey. Can I touch your butt?
No.
All right. Can I touch your leg?
My leg? Yeah.
Let me see.
Well, what's your leg?
This leg.
The other one.
Does it make noise?
Let me see if it makes noise.
My legs don't make noise. Everything's tight.
Yeah, you're hot. Oh, these bitches, I want to kill them all.
Now, Howard, you have a big star on the phone.
All right, let me get Gary Shandling. All right. Yeah, the big star who
Gary
has a
can understand this.
Yeah, Gary, you know what? Hey, Gary, you act like you're above all this, but you're not.
I think you're crazy to talk to me.
Oh, wait a second. I got to say goodbye to Heather. Goodbye, Heather.
Bye.
I miss you so much. What is that, a cockroach? Oh, okay. That's no cockroach, honey. But I have my pants a little bigger than a cockroach. Oh, she's hot, man. You know, you're into the same thing I'm into, Gary. You got that. He's got a girlfriend, Linda Doucette.
Yeah. Who writes you?
Yeah, she sends me pictures.
Well, Howard, I think that...
First of all, let me say something about Gary Shandling. I want to say this.
You
Number
just
one...
messed up your hair for the camera, and everybody will be upset with you.
Hold on.
Gary, you understand this, too.
Yeah, we're taping this, Gary. Let me say something about Gary Shandling, and I mean this from my heart, because I don't have too many compliments to hand out to people, because I'm basically a jealous, bitter man.
All right.
Gary Shandling show, and I know every TV reviewer in the country now is singing the praises of the Gary Shandling show. Best show on TV. But I got to really say this. It is the best show on television. And I you know what? I even set my computer so that it would remind me tonight to tape it.
Yeah.
It's on at 10 o'clock on HBO. Son of a bitch has the best show.
It's great. You wait for it.
I mean, it really is good. It's really just good television and should be watched by everyone.
Howard?
Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds like I'm coming right off the back kissing your ass, but I am. You did a good job.
And you don't have to return any more. You don't have to compliment him.
Yeah, I know I suck. You don't have to compliment me.
Okay, thanks.
I have 2 words for you. Seinfeld who? Seinfeld, you know, every Seinfeld goes around like he's got the best show. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have the best show.
I understand that Larry David, quite frankly, wasn't pleased with last season's shows.
What is it, Ralph?
The show's on at 10:30.
Is it 10:30?
Yeah.
I wrote it down as 10 o'clock. Oh, is that Dream On is awful.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, my wife watches that. I can't get into it.
I don't know why they call it the best hour of comedy.
It's not. Gary gets lumped in with that jerk.
Yeah.
Goes on. What is it?
Can I say one more? I mean, I love that show, and I got HBO.
Get out of here, man.
I got HBO just to get that. I didn't have HBO
Who are you?
before.
Get out of here.
I'm just telling you.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares what you do.
Hey, Howard.
Stupid moron.
Howard?
Gary, you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, Gary Shandling's on the phone. How's
Howard?
your girlfriend, man?
I do. Before we get into all that, because I know you can't wait, but thanks for the compliment. And actually, I have not talked to you since you did the show, and I was kind of curious at what you thought when you saw the show that you were in, whether you liked it or not.
Well, first of all, I guess I've been, you know, it's really kind of funny you asked that. After I did Gary's show, and I get asked a lot of times to do like sitcoms, like do a walk-on, because, you know, we can bring big ratings to a show. But I was really interested in doing Gary's show because I love it so much. And I think I could have done a better job.
Now you know what to do with the part.
Yeah, I don't know. I was sort of uptight when I was there, and I was uptight. I wasn't even uptight about doing the show. I was uptight about like what goes on between takes, like having to talk to, you know, Gary Shandling and talk to all the guys.
You really don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to.
And I think I did something really stupid when I was there. The first thing I did when I met that guy Hank, the Hey Now guy, I went up to him and I said, hey, you know what would be a great plot line? If Hank got his own, like, Star Search thing. And you could almost do a spin-off. And I suggested, and I realized, oh, everybody must do that.
Yeah.
And it must seem like real lame. And I felt like a real a-hole for the rest of the day.
You just did what 10 billion other people have done.
Does everyone do that to you?
We're doing that story next week now.
No, it's just that everyone walks, and then I felt like a jerk. And then you know me, I'm uncomfortable.
It's better to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, I was uncomfortable because it wasn't like my show
territory.
It wasn't my territory, and I kept wondering if this is what they wanted, and I wanted to ad-lib more and do some more kind of like Howard Stern type things, but then I said, well, maybe I should stick to the script and be professional. I was second-guessing myself a lot.
Well, as it turned out, they didn't have much time anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you were very good in it.
Was I? No, seriously, was I?
You're probably like me in that you're tough on yourself. Tougher than you need to be, but you're good in the show, and if you feel like you want to do it again, you're more than welcome to come back.
Well, thanks. I would do it again. Actually, thank you. Everyone said to me, hey, you did a great job, even people who would tell me when I suck. But I don't know. I felt like I could have done better.
That's the way I feel
you
all
always
the time.
feel that way.
Yeah, me too.
And then, I don't know. I think because I like...
on the set thing when you're between takes,
Yeah, and then I didn't know how to talk to Gary.
It's better to not say anything. Then people think you're, intense.
Well, but I can't do that because I get uncomfortable. And then I was talking to Gary, and anything I say sounds stupid. And then I go, well,
but that's
Gary.
Why you don't say anything.
When I'm sort of in awe of a situation, and then Gary was very gracious. His girlfriend, who you can't take your mind off because she's not in a whole lot of scenes, but she's there all the time, hovering around.
Well, she's watching Gary.
And you're busy watching her, watching Gary.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole scene. And then Gary was very gracious. He says, hey, come up to my dressing room and we'll sit and talk. He sent someone down to, so it was me.
To get you.
It was me, Gary, Brad Gray, who's his manager, and one of the writers, and me and my agent, and Ralph.
Oh, what a group.
Yeah. So we went up there to hang with Gary, and that was worse. Because
never do that.
For an hour, I'm like, I think I'm talking too much. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm uncomfortable with it.
You know how you handle it on those other talk shows?
Yeah.
You don't see anybody until you're actually on the show.
Yeah.
That's how you handle every show.
Yeah, I shouldn't have talked to Gary. That was a mistake.
Stay closeted in your dressing room. In fact, if they don't need you on that set, you leave that set immediately. You're
what do other people do?
To go.
Like I see you got a heavy lineup of guest stars this year. What do other people do? Do they come up to your dressing room and hang out?
First of all, from my perspective, I felt really awkward because remember the first thing I said to you is, well, now, how much of what you see and hear is going to end up on the radio? And you said anything I see and hear could end up on the radio. So, it really puts a barrier between you and somebody automatically because then you figure, well, I got to really watch what I say because you'll just end up repeating it.
And
that's the other thing with you. You're too honest.
And that was a brilliant plot line that his writers came up with.
Oh, yeah.
Because in real life, that's exactly what was going on behind the scenes. Gary wouldn't talk to me about a lot of stuff because he knew I'd say it on the radio.
But you tell them, I have nothing.
I know.
I'm not even thinking about it.
But I was honest with him. I said, I'm going to talk everything you say. Because Gary did this whole thing. I think you lost yourself for a while because Gary started acting like a real actor. It was really funny.
Oh, yes, with the yogurt.
Yeah, it was really weird. I do this scene where I walk into Gary's house. And Gary was eating yogurt on the set. And Gary was going through this whole thing with the writers saying, I think I want to be eating yogurt in this scene with Howard.
And then he didn't know why he was over at the couch.
He said, why would I be at the couch eating yogurt?
That's right.
And I was just like, we're never going to get out of here. And then I was like, because Gary's evidently taken like a whole bunch of acting lessons and stuff.
Yes, he needed his motivation for moving to the couch.
Because Gary explained to me he's really getting into acting.
Is that right?
Both of those are huge acting choices for me, yogurt and.
So he was worried in the plot line, would Gary or Larry in this point be eating yogurt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, because there's a big difference. I would not have eaten the yogurt, but Larry would have.
Right. So we did about 3 or 4 takes with the yogurt, and then Larry or Gary decides, Gary actually decides for Larry, that I shouldn't be eating the yogurt. It doesn't make sense. And I'm sitting there going, it makes as much sense as anything else. I think we did just fine. So then we ended
When did he start eating the yogurt, though? When he was sitting there with his girlfriend?
Gary eats yogurt. He likes frozen yogurt.
Yes.
So he was eating a yogurt. He goes, I'll work this into the scene. Yogurt.
But I'm wondering when he introduced it, just with you, or was it when he was sitting there with the girlfriend?
It's something I'd been wanting to try all year.
He'd been working up toward it.
Yeah.
What is it, Ralph? What do you want to say?
It was real interesting because when we were there, I walked into the back and I walked into conversation Gary was having with somebody. And he had said that Letterman had said to him, had a private conversation with him, and had warned him about you. And that you shouldn't say anything to him because whatever you say to him is going to go on the air.
Well, that's how I blew my relationship with Letterman. Letterman and I had a personal relationship where he used to call me on a regular basis. Of course, I get on the air the next day and blurt out everything he asked me.
It was actually security guards, the people who cut my hair, the makeup people. Everybody warned me about Howard.
Yeah, so it was uncomfortable to say the least. But at the same point, Gary was very gracious and tried to make me comfortable.
That's right.
But we were all on guard.
But isn't it funny how everybody listens and they love to hear you do that? They just don't want to be a party to it.
I'll tell you one thing, though. His girlfriend is the best cheerleader. You're on the set and you're doing something. As soon as you just finish a little take or something, even if you know you sucked, she just comes over and goes, you were great. You're just like, oh,
That's all she knows how to say.
Oh, let me tell you, he's got her program. You still with her?
What?
Are you still with Linda?
Gary.
Uh-oh. You broke up?
No.
Oh, you hesitated.
I could not hear you.
Oh.
Did you break up with your girlfriend?
No.
You're still with her?
It's 5:30 in the morning here, so there's a slight delay for me in my brain. I would really like to call you back in about 4 hours if that would be possible. I just wake up and call you, and so it's one of those conversations that I have where I'm not quite all here. Listen to me now. I'm babbling.
I think you sound fine. Well, you know how much I admire your show. I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah,
Who writes that? Who
writes
came up with that?
Do you write most of the stuff, or do the writers write most of the stuff?
Well, you know...
I think Gary was too modest. I think he writes most of the stuff.
I don't think so. I think he sits around and waits for them to come in with a script.
And then I think he punches it up?
Yeah.
That's right. I don't know. I don't know how he does it, but it's really good.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Oh, you're not going to tell us.
No, you know, it's a collaborative effort. And,
You sit in on writing sessions from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's a collaborative...
That's why he doesn't do anything else. All he does is that show. And HBO doesn't pay a lot of money. That's the weird thing. I guess...
How are you living?
You made enough money...
I gotta start selling videos, I swear to God.
You made enough...
Start doing some New Year's stuff. I've been passing it over to you.
You made a bunch of money doing stand-up and stuff, and then I guess you figured, hey, why don't I just devote myself to art or something? I mean, like, well, you know, because I know what HBO
work
pays.
for charity?
I mean, HBO is really cheap.
You know, I really think HBO, if they're listening, should really triple my salary. But
well, you're right.
You know, this is a show that the network wouldn't be quick to do. So honestly, I'm thrilled to be there and have the chance to do this show.
What happened to that movie you were going to do?
Now I'm working on a movie with a guy named Michael Leeson, who's a very funny writer who wrote Roy the Roses, and we're writing a movie together right now. Hey.
That was not his feeling about the writer you chose.
I can't tell when his gas just comes up and when he's trying to make a comment.
So Linda's in bed now at your apartment? At your house?
Let me look. Hold on.
All right.
Hey. No.
Where is she?
I don't know. It's usually, you know...
What, do you have a deal with...
Once I start talking to you, just gets right out of the room.
She has her own place?
I think you were talking about sending some pictures to you, but that's because I thought you asked for the pictures.
No, I didn't. Maybe I was kidding around, but...
Yes, he was told that you asked for the pictures, so she was just being nice and sending you the pictures because you asked for them.
They were cute pictures, but what's the deal now?
I always get letters from you asking for pictures of me and stuff, too.
Does she have her own place? So she just comes over to your house and you get to pretty much be a bachelor?
Man, your show's really changed.
He doesn't, you know...
Why can't you talk about that?
Why are you so uptight? Why are you so uptight?
It used to just be a hard news program. All of a sudden, it's all about this kind of stuff.
Why are you so uptight about the whole deal with the girlfriend? At least you're not doing a Jerry Seinfeld. You're not with, like, a young 19-year-old. You're with a woman.
Oh, listen, first of all, if I was with a young 19-year-old, I'd be telling you all about it.
Well, then go do it.
So do you have separate residences with your girlfriend? I'm just wondering how guys work this out. I mean...
Do they together?
Are you the Woody Allen of HBO? I mean, do you? What is it? I don't understand. You don't live with your girlfriend?
I think it's even hard for me to talk in therapy about my relationship. I think it's just hard work. I think it's very personal stuff, and I think it's going along
But where
fine.
we send her a letter is kind of simple to answer.
Robin, come over here.
She's going to smack you. Hey, what do you think of the whole O.J. Simpson
thing? I'm starting to think that, I get so thrown by these kind of things. I'm still working on Michael Jackson and Lance Rensel.
Yeah, I know. Lance Rensel was a winner.
Yeah.
But seriously...
That whole Joey Heatherton thing is still something I'm trying to sort out.
But you know O.J. Simpson, right?
You know, honestly, I never met him, and the whole thing throws me. I only live about a mile away from him, and it's just very bizarre. And
so were you a witness to anything? Did you see anything?
No, I swear, I saw nothing.
Where were you?
Do you ever get so angry that you want to kill your girlfriend?
Have you been stalking her?
But you very rarely hit Linda, right?
Well, not so she'd have to call the police.
Sometimes she doesn't listen. It's upsetting. Like, why can't she just listen? Why can't she understand me? Well, anyway, the Gary Shandling show.
I think I was going to get an answer out of him about where she lives.
Who, Linda?
Yeah.
Was Robin going to get an answer out of you about that?
You know, I was living, I'm not going to lie to you, with O.J. Simpson for the last year.
No, but come on, tell me the truth.
What do you want?
You're monogamous with her?
What?
Are you monogamous with her?
I'm exceptionally monogamous.
You going to marry her? Be honest.
I would like you to be the best man, is what I'm thinking.
Give him a date.
Hey, how did you work out the plot line where you were in Montana at the end of last season and now all of a sudden you come back?
Oh, well, that's on tonight, but, I mean, basically, look, you come up on Larry in Montana, he's bored out of his mind, and he's watching videotapes of his old show over and over again.
Oh, he's like Jack Parr.
Yeah, that's funny. Jack Parr sitting by his TV set.
Yeah, he says, just get me out of here. And he and Artie concoct a thing where Larry ends up, I don't want to tip the whole thing because everyone will kill me, but he ends up concocting a whole scheme with Artie about why he was in Montana, and he goes back and does the show.
This season, will we see a homosexual kiss between Hank and Artie?
I'm trying to write that in.
I was hoping you'd go for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to write that in. I think that's another good story. You got a lot of good story ideas.
Yeah, I'm a great guy. Hey, you know what's funny? The guy this is going to please Gary a lot. The guy in the newspaper today was reviewing the Gary Shandling show, and he said,
what'd he say?
He said Gary has turned into a first-rate actor. And
did he mention the yogurt thing?
No, listen to this. This is because Gary doubts himself a lot.
Yes.
So that's why he took acting lessons and junk.
Who'd you take lessons from?
Actually, I had a terrific acting coach who just passed away about a year ago, and I studied with him for about 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so listen to this. So the guy goes, Gary Shandling's gotten so good at playing the sort of, this role of his.
Yeah.
So the only guy that can even compete with him is Dabney Coleman in Buffalo Bill, but not even compete with him.
Wow.
What do you think of that? He says, where I used to think that, he was surrounded by all these great actors, he has become a great actor himself. Boy, what's it like to get reviews where they kiss your ass all the time, as opposed to me, a guy reviews my new TV show, he goes, yeah, Stern's funny and everything, but God, he's so friggin' ugly. Now, where do you see a review like that? You can't review the show on me being ugly.
Listen, every day I thank God the FCC isn't after me.
You're lucky. Yeah, you're lucky.
I know.
Anyway.
Listen to me, there's a horrible lull.
All right, no, it's okay.
Don't get upset.
All right, listen.
Now I'm pressuring myself. It's 5:45 in the morning.
You ever take Linda on vacation?
No.
You never go anywhere with her?
She never wants to go. What kind? What do
you ever get? Do you have a pool at your house?
I have a very nice pool. Why don't you next time?
Does she ever sit there in a thong with her top off?
The next time.
Is she hot? Hey, Ralph, weren't we really into his girlfriend?
Yeah, and we just sat there and stared at his girlfriend. Then
at first we tried to pick her apart. Yeah, like I was sitting there with Ralph. At first we tried to pick her apart and go, oh, she's not that great. And then when we're like analyzing, and then like she's like hanging around, and you're getting close to her, and you're smelling her.
And she's just so cute. She's just
and she's perky,
so
and she's
cute.
friendly,
Yeah.
and she looks like she's up for anything.
No.
We almost got her back to the hotel to come to the pool. Remember?
Yeah, but we worked the best thing on your girlfriend. I don't know what interrupted it. I think you caught wind of it. Linda's going, oh, it's so hot, and me and Ralph are hanging out. We were done shooting our little segment. So I said, hey, we're at the hotel. We're going to hang out poolside. Ooh, I want to hang out poolside. I'd love to hang with you guys. It'd be so much fun. So I go, well, come on. Why don't you just grab a swimsuit? We'll go back to your place, get a swimsuit.
Come on down.
That way we get her. Yeah. So she goes, okay, and then I don't know. Then she disappeared. I think she had to go get permission from Gary.
Gary.
We may have found the reason you're not happy with your work on the show. There's a thing called focus.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. Gary,
you can't focus with her there.
Gary ignores his girlfriend the whole time you're shooting. Oh yeah, he's focused to the point where he's talking to everyone else but the girlfriend.
Oh,
and that's a really cool move.
He's deliberately ignoring her.
You are so calculated.
Yes, I'm deliberately ignoring her.
You are so calculated. Oh, come on, you are. Admit for once, you know exactly what you're doing. You're playing the focused lead man, and you're still clowning around with everyone else.
Angst.
Yeah,
I will admit
you would never have any
idea
that those two know each other.
Right. And then all of a sudden, you go back into the dressing room, and he's even ignoring her in the dressing room.
He's probably had to explain to her at home.
Right.
Honey, it's not that there's anything wrong with our relationship.
Linda.
It's just that when I'm at work, I have to concentrate.
And he's always like with the script and inventing little things. And he sees her out of the corner of his eyes, and she's like, oh, what a genius.
Look, what is he doing now, I wonder?
Meanwhile, Rip Torn's in the corner copping a feel off her. No, but I know what you're doing. You're
Only
very
the last part of that is true.
She was sitting there watching you. Like I was sitting there talking to her while you were shooting your thing, and she's like, "Oh, he's so good. Oh, he's so talented."
Not
Gary, Howard.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but
you should have asked if he was better than Gary.
Yeah, right. Guess who gets to go home with her though? She's out there. Oh, you look terrific. I'd love to hang with you guys. Oh, I'd love to go swimming with you guys. Meanwhile, he goes home with her and he has sex with her.
Howard, the next time you come and do the show, you come over to the house. You'll have something really to talk about.
No, I'd like that.
Yeah.
That'd be real comfortable.
Like you're ever going to get there. I understand that laugh.
Right. Nah, you know, you knew how uncomfortable I was, right?
Yes, and I understand.
Yeah, I'm a shy person.
I understand your pain.
And then, like, you're trying to guess which members of the crew despise you, because a lot of them, like, don't talk. Like, I'm sure word was out to make Howard feel comfortable, because I've been ragging on the air that I was really uncomfortable. But then you walk in, and some of the crew, even if they look at you and don't say hello, you just go, oh, I guess he's not a fan or something.
No, that's just
they were intimidated. Everybody.
Yeah, because then afterwards, after I was all done, they all came up and asked for autographs and stuff. And I go, well, why didn't they ask me right off the bat? Then I would have seen that I'm a big deal.
We just did an episode with Elvis Costello where he says that in the show. He says, why did everyone ignore me? And he said, I'm only doing Letterman from now on. He was great.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Gary.
So, Howard, let me know when you want to do it again, and let me know what you think of the show.
Well, you know, I'm very busy writing my own film.
Yeah, I know.
Have you seen the E-show yet?
What?
Have you seen our new E-show?
You know what? I was sitting here watching it the other night. I got to think of which one it was, and I just saw a second of it. It's always hard to figure out when that's on, but I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You know, it's a work in progress as we continue to do the radio show.
Yeah, just like you had to grow and develop, we will.
Yeah, we're developing
I have one suggestion on that show, if you don't mind.
Although the New York Post gave us 3.5 stars already, so it's near perfect. What is the suggestion?
I thought I would eat yogurt while you're doing it.
Yeah, but would you really do that?
Huh?
Well,
no, but I think you would.
But what's your motivation? Hey, maybe I should eat yogurt.
That's what I
why
said.
don't you try a bunch of
I thought
different
Gary
things.
would come on and eat yogurt.
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor. Yeah, eat yogurt. Yeah.
Yogurt, yeah.
All right, listen, Gary. Tonight is the big night. We'll see what you did all summer. We'll see what kind of work you put in on this.
Are all the shows written? You just shoot now?
We've shot 10 out of the 17 already.
Wow.
And the Gary Shandling show, or Larry Sanders show, is on HBO at 10:30 tonight, and it truly is the best show on television.
I
in my
appreciate
opinion.
that.
Well, I really feel that way, because I wouldn't lie. I would just sit down here and go, oh, yeah, so go watch the show tonight.
All right. Well, I feel awkward now, and I'm going to try and go back to sleep.
Wouldn't be bad to kiss my ass before you hung up, but okay. Go ahead. No, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. Not
the New Year's Eve video was just great.
Thank you. 1-800-52-STERN. All right, Gary, good luck tonight, and we'll all be tuned in at 10:30 on HBO.
Okay, you guys.
All right, thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That show is great. It really is.
I'm fascinated by that show.
Yeah, me too. And you know how much I hate to compliment someone.
So it must be heartfelt.
Yeah, it actually is. And I keep trying to watch the show and hate it, and I can't.
Oh, well.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Did I give Howard's address? 34 Ridgedale Avenue in Morristown, New Jersey. Howard's.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, all right. I want to make sure I got that in there. All right, very good. Good to hear from Gary Shandling. See if there's anything I have to tell you about. You know, I decided in my movie I don't want credits in the beginning of the movie that go on forever. I'm going to do what Ingmar Bergman once did. Did you ever see the Ingmar Bergman movie where he just had 2 slates? The screen was black. Everyone who was involved with the movie, you know, director, whatever, up, and then up. Took 2 seconds, all the credits. What do you think of that?
And you're going to put them all at the end?
No. You know how in the front, you have to have certain credits that go up front?
Right, but I'm just saying, in the old days, they used to do that. It was a standard thing that there were very few credits at the beginning and all the credits were at the end.
The beginning credits, because I don't care what happens at the end.
The only thing that would be up there was the producer and the director.
Right. But now it's become, you got to list this one, the star, the this, that. It's going to be boom, boom, that quick, and you're going to see everyone's name and then the movie
you're going to put them
stuff.
at the end is what I'm saying.
No, you have to legally put some stuff at the beginning for some reason. Certain people get credited up front.
Oh.
But they'll be credited like this. And then there'll be a Howard Stern line. Did I tell you about this? I come out with my big shaggy mane of hair, and I go... You'll see.
Go, bleh.
I go...
I like that. Just give one of your loud burps.
What if I fart? Like I turn around, I moon the audience, and I go...
Both.
How about I vomit? Wouldn't that be funny?
Do it all.
I'd be like... I vomit and fart at the same time. Spew chunks onto the camera lens. What do you guys think of that? Yeah? Right into the camera.
Is that all you got done this weekend?
Yeah, well, that's the only part of the movie I wrote. Come on, the good things take time. Actually, by July 10th, I'll have a completed first draft.
July 10th.
I work on deadline.
Okay.
All right.
So that is your deadline for the draft.
Yeah. Hey, while I got the camera set up here for the E-Show tonight, here's another picture of Gary, one of our listeners sent in. This one is in black and white. How's that? There you go. You can tune in tonight and see that. And here's another one. This is Gary on the phone. Right there. Okay.
Monkey. People love to draw Gary.
Yeah, it's a fun thing, and we'll show him on the TV show every night. Here's Gary. You see this one, Robin? He's got his mole. Got to be sure to draw in the flop up lowly. Got to draw the mole right there.
Yeah, they're getting all the detail in.
The mustache and teeth. And this one says, Wolf, I need a raise because the 200 won't supply us with extra bananas for the baby. Pop, 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 pop. I don't know what that means. No, but looks funny.
Well, in the cartoon, even where they draw him as O.J. Simpson's murder weapon, he's holding a banana.
Yeah, that's a popular theme. Here's one. I like this for the use of color. It's all black and white except for the teeth, which are yellow. There you go. Papa Flunky. He's very faxogenic, Gary. Here's one. This is just a cute little Papa Foley. Very monkey-like.
Did you see the one where they superimpose Gary's lips and teeth onto a gorilla?
Yeah, well, I think I have that in this pile. Where's the one where they superimpose your teeth and lips onto a gorilla? That's hanging in your office, right?
Yeah, we can't really show that. It's on the door.
What do you mean we can't show it?
I'm kidding. I don't know. They take the ones that irritate me the most and put them on the door.
Can someone bring that in? As long as I'm showing pictures, I want to show those tonight.
You know which ones somebody was asking me what I think of them, and you know which ones really get to me?
Yeah.
Like if something's really well drawn, I can laugh at that.
Yeah.
It's when somebody can't draw for anything. It's like a stick figure with two teeth, my head, and something stupid written on it. Those are the ones that get me the worst.
That gets you bad. Well, how's this one make you feel before I show it to the camera?
Well, that's just goofy. I don't even think that's funny or unfunny.
I don't know. There's Gary on TV on our new E-Show.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
There's a whole file here.
Kathy, that's the beautiful Kathy Tobin, by the way, making her first appearance on the E-Show. All right.
I don't know. There's
Woman
so
of few
many
words.
of them that are good.
You want to see like 1,000 pictures?
Sure.
Oh, here's like one I think that's really stupid.
All right, let me see one that bothers you.
This one doesn't bother me. It's just dumb.
All right.
That one. I'll show you one that bothers me.
All right, that bothers him.
Oh, here you go.
That's cute, the Booey knife.
The Booey knife. All right, this one bothers you? All right. Here's the Booey gun. Look, that bothers me.
Okay. Now, here's two that I find funny.
Yeah.
Okay, now these two I think are very funny.
All right, here's one you find funny. All right, well, yeah, because you like the way this is drawn.
I don't think Kathy knew we wanted the one off the door of the gorilla.
Yeah,
she's getting it now.
Here, wait, I'll get this one here.
That's funny.
This is Gary saying I'm a friggin' idiot.
Did you show the one yet that said, oh, wait a second, this one I think is...
Kathy, we want the one where Gary is superimposed over the ape. It's hanging in your office.
Right, like here it says, Bulls, I have Jesus Christ's sister on the phone.
Right,
I don't like that.
You don't like that.
Oh.
That's
not
real.
funny.
How do you feel about this one?
Not funny.
All right, this is... See, I think this one's very funny.
What's wrong with that one?
It's very minimalist.
It's amazing to me what irritates it.
You know, it's funny. Anyone can do an impression of Jackie's voice. You know, hey! But anyone can draw Gary. And you'll see how easy it is.
Brought out the artist in almost everyone.
Here's a funny one that Jackie drew.
No, Fred.
This is a Fred one? This is Fred. This is a funny Fred fact. I hate stupid drawings. It's a good one.
Now, does that bother you, Gary?
Only because it came from Fred's pen.
Here's a close-up of one of Gary's teeth.
See, originally, now that I see it, it's funny. Originally, I didn't think that was funny because I thought Jackie was making fun of like I have a big forehead or something. But now that I see that that's a tooth,
right,
and not my forehead,
all right,
I don't mind it.
And it's fun to put the captions on. So sometimes you just write Wolf because Gary calls me Wolf. I'm Wolf. 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 There it is. This is different. I just like the one with the A. I know which one Robin's referring to, but
here's one that I just think is this one I hate.
All right, here's one he hates. This is the boy with horse teeth. Well, you're an awfully good sport to show these, Gary. Share them with us. Oh, here's the one we like.
No.
That's the one I like. Oh, this is the one I like.
Is that the one?
This is the one I like. This is my favorite of all time. I don't know who sent this in to us. Maybe there's a name. Let's see. It's from Bob Goldman. Bob, nice job on this one. This is 8.
That's one I know.
I know you hate this. This is the Gary Highway that Jackie draws.
Oh, yeah. He hates that whole series, Gary. Jackie has made a series of those.
These are just all teeth and mustache.
I think the one... I think the one that...
The little mustache and the eyes and the nose and then the big teeth.
I think the one that bothered me the most were... There were 2 pictures of you about 5 foot tall by about 3 foot wide. Yeah. And we turned them on their back, so it didn't show a picture, Howard. They were just big brown placards, or big white placards. And they were against the wall, right next to each other, with about an inch between them. And Jackie put 2 eyeballs above them, and said, so it was me. That one I hated.
Scott should go back and take a picture of that so you can see that. All right, so that'll be on the E! Show tonight. There's an incentive
There's a whole bunch of Gary art back there in that office. They should probably pan the whole office.
I got a great fax. This is not a Gary fax, unfortunately, but a great fax. And by the way, Red is joining us for the news. Red, how are you? Good to see you.
Okay.
You all right?
You want to know something?
Yeah.
Everybody sucks.
I know everyone sucks. I've said that a minute.
I'll tell you why when I get a chance.
All right. Hey, how do you feel? I'm kind of curious. Red is an old friend of the show. How do you feel about the O.J. Simpson case? I've been asking everyone this.
He's a poor bastard.
You feel sorry for him?
You bet your ass I do.
Why?
He's one sorry son of a bitch.
You know, a lot of
people... damn bad for him.
Well, how so?
Here's a fella, colored fella, who come up from nothing.
Right.
Pulled himself up by his bootstraps.
Yeah.
And we all know how freaking hard that is for the coloreds.
Go on.
You learn how to make it in the white man's world. So he excels in football. And he plays for what? Buffalo.
Yeah.
He makes a name for himself. Gets a lot of TV deals and some movies and some money. And he beats the odds. And now look at him. It's all over. Why?
Why?
Because he married the wrong broad. Cherchez la femme.
No, tell me what. Do you really feel? Because a lot of people feel bad for O.J.
You think it's that woman's fault that O.J.'s in trouble?
If you shut your festering pie hole, I'll tell you. Shut up for a minute and I'll tell you.
All right, go
Let the guy talk.
I'm trying.
He
doesn't relate well to women. Let me talk to him.
I told her to shut up and she don't listen either.
Now tell me why you don't like...
He give her everything.
Right.
He took all that money he made, that hard-earned money he gave her.
See, now a lot of guys feel this way. Go ahead.
He gave her a $2 million settlement.
$2 million settlement.
He gave her the Ferrari.
Right.
The hard-working man.
Right.
He didn't have to give her nothing.
Right.
He gave her over that. He tried to make up with her, too. He tried to get with her.
Right.
Get back with her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He was in the kids. He was in a play.
Kids were in a play.
Yeah. That's your
The night of the murder, the kids were in a play.
In a recital.
And you know what the rat bitch did? She rejected him. She turned her back on him.
Yeah, that's wrong.
So it drove him crazy?
No good. We're talking about the man.
So
everybody's worried about the poor dead people that died.
What about the guy who's alive?
What about the man?
Right.
Wait a minute.
The man. Shut your...
I wanted to ask you a question.
I don't get into beating women myself. I never did. Battered women who... I don't know what goes on in them houses. You never know. But you gotta know... You gotta see the man's side.
I'm just asking, is it justifiable homicide to you?
It's about passion, you jerk off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see another guy driving your Ferrari that you paid for. O.J. bought and paid for that bitch. And you know, no wonder the poor bastard snapped.
Right. Yeah, you feel bad. Well, let me say something. You feel bad for the woman who died, and you feel bad for the man who died, but you're saying you see
I don't
O.J.
feel bad for some good-looking son of a bitch waiter that moves in and makes whoopee
come on.
with my woman that I bought and paid for.
They never said that the guy made love to the woman.
He might not have had any relationship with her at all.
Feel bad. You feel bad for the people who died, but it's just that you say that O.J.
How are you putting words in his mouth?
Because I know he does.
Shut up, both of you. One stubborn-headed broad wrecks everything for that poor darky.
No.
Wait a minute.
He tried so damn hard. He didn't look at now. He's got.
Red's a little confused.
He's got less than zero.
So what did he get?
Less than zero. Cherchez la femme.
So, should he be let go?
Let him go.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
He can be rehabilitated. He's much more what you call evolved than his constituency. You know, he had television and movies, so he proved that he's got half a brain. He can be all right for himself.
All right, a fan of the juice, and he feels that maybe juice could be rehabilitated.
Everybody in this country sucks. They're going to convict him and crucify him for being a man. Being a man.
You know, this is the first supporter of OJ that we talked to.
I saw
Talk to me, I'll convince you.
I saw Maury Povich the other day. 3 people were on there saying they feel the same way. I'm
Is that
telling you.
right?
Oh, yeah, there's a big groundswell for OJ.
OJ paid for those phony implants.
Well,
You
this is
couldn't
an
hop in the
interesting
sack with him for a
tweet.
few more times. Damn women. You know what she is? I'm going to say it, and this will shock you.
Don't say no. I'm going to turn up. No. I'm going to turn up your microphone.
What was he going to say?
Come on.
She's a vagina.
No. You hate women. That's your problem.
She's a vagina.
All right.
I don't know what he's talking
That's French.
Vagina.
No, you hate all
I got
women.
a word,
You feel bad for anyone who's killed, I am sure. True?
I do, yes.
Yes.
Even this woman.
Of course. Yes. You're just saying you understand guys snapping.
I understand guys snapping.
All right. That's just what I want to
Wouldn't kill
understand.
nobody.
So you wouldn't
I never
kill
had,
it.
Well, maybe I killed a couple guys at my bar. But that's because they got in my way. But odds, I don't beat nobody.
All right. Thank you.
So you wouldn't have OJ spend any time in jail?
No. At least give him a pillow.
Give him a pillow, right. They won't give him the pillow in jail. You're
that
against...
bitch with the gavel wants to be cruel to him because she thinks that he's, he got back trouble.
Okay.
That's what he needs a pillow for.
All right, OJ wants a pillow. They won't give it to him. The judge won't give it to him.
That's cruel and inhuman.
The sheriff...
They're going to treat him like an animal now.
Right. All right, so you're an OJ supporter.
That's right.
You understand that he snapped because it's all his money and all this thing, and maybe it caused him to go a little daffy.
They're going to take him down.
And you feel he could be rehabilitated.
I feel that he could.
So you do believe he committed the murders. It's not that you think he's been framed.
I don't know what he did. Let him out. Let him out. He's a good ball player. He can go back and entertain us.
So on Friday night, you were rooting for him to get away from the cops.
That's your ass, I will.
Okay, Red.
That's your ass.
Red.
He puts a roof over her head.
Yeah.
He puts food in her mouth. And she closes her legs. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Like that.
Thanks.
That's what it sounds
All right,
like to
Red.
OJ.
All right, listen, Red is entitled to his opinion. It's America. As horrible as his opinion is.
Oh, who said it was horrible? OJ, I guess, deserves some support. He made Red happy.
Well, Red, I'll tell you one thing. If OJ does get off, and it looks like he won't, but if he gets off, I'm sure he's going to want to reward you for your support.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope he's listening to this program.
In prison.
This program in prison.
I don't think he has a radio.
You say won't give him a radio either? OJ is a normal man with normal feelings. He's got a sex drive and a few bucks. Big deal, he goes off a bit.
Well,
big deal.
He should never have been arrested.
She was blackmailing him with that booty.
Oh.
Booty. You're an old timer.
That booty blackmail. That makes every man nuts.
Booty juice.
And you know it, and I know it.
Oh, that's true. All right. Listen.
God bless him.
Robin, I think I found the... Thank you, Red.
What?
I think I found the facts that you like. That wasn't the one that I held up before that you liked.
No.
Okay. Here it is. This is the best facts of all. I don't know who made this. This is Baba Booey. I'm doing this for the E! Show tonight, but if you tune in tonight, you'll see this. This is a picture of Gary where his face is superimposed over a girl's. I have never seen this before.
You didn't see that one?
No, I didn't know what you were talking about. You're right. This is the best one. There it is.
I love that one. That is the best.
How did they do that?
How'd they do that?
I don't know. A genius did that.
Hey, Baba Booey, come in here.
It's like morphing.
Might be real.
Yeah.
Mama morphing.
And then they took the same picture and put it on a Gary
driver's
license. There it is.
Now that is truly inventive. Gary can't resent those. And they have it hanging in the office on the door.
Yeah. This is the best. I never saw this.
Yeah, it was hanging on the door.
I never noticed it. And look at the one with your driver's license.
Yes, I did see that.
That's unbelievable.
Takes no intelligence to do that.
Oh.
How do they do that?
I can do that on my computer.
You don't think this one's funny?
It's mildly amusing.
You can do this on your computer?
Yeah, it's very
I can't
simple.
do that. I have an IBM rig. Hey, maybe I should show that on TV too, my IBM rig. Here's what I do. Want to see me run sounds? People have never seen this on TV.
But you couldn't do that right now on Gary's face.
No, that I couldn't do. Here's a cartoon that Fred just drew. Says, Mary, don't watch E! tonight. His wife. Mary is your beautiful wife who is pregnant.
That's correct.
Mary Booey.
Mary Booey. Hey, listen, Gary isn't the only one on the show who receives ridicule. We get hate letters, too.
Sure.
You should see some of the hate letters. Robin got a big hate letter.
Oh, did?
Oh, boy.
I withheld one from you yesterday because it didn't even have a hint of humor in it, Howard. It was just vicious.
Was it directed to you?
No, Robin.
Oh, to Robin. I'll find it. But here's something even more important. Never mind our hate mail.
Yes.
Look at this. This guy says he's watching TV last night. He's watching Channel 13, which is here in New York, is a public television station.
Yeah, PBS.
It is owned by the government. Of course, it has to abide by the same rules as government-regulated television, which we all live on. This radio station is government-regulated, so Channel 13 is government-regulated. The show was called The Trouble with Evan. And The Trouble with Evan was an experimental TV show. They took robot cameras like we have in this studio, and they put them in a house of dysfunctional people. They called themselves a dysfunctional family. And the robot cameras were there to capture things that went on in the family. And he says, as he watched, now he only saw an hour and 15 minutes of the show. He tuned in late. He counted the F word 39 times.
And they didn't obscure it at all. They just let it fly.
Right. He says, in fact, he didn't even notice at first because he's so used to it. It doesn't bother him, the F word. But he said, gee, this is weird. Public television, owned by the government.
What time of the evening was this?
You know, I've been trying to figure that out. Let me see here. Last night on Channel 13, I got a feeling it was like 8 or 9 o'clock. I don't know why I have that.
No, I know it wasn't 8 o'clock because I checked Channel 13 at 8.
Might have been 9.
Okay.
They said the S word 12 times and BS 7 times. Now, they didn't say BS, S, and F. They just said the words.
Right.
He said, I even believe someone yelled out, "See, sucker," but I'm not positive. He says, look, Howard, the language doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the fact that this publicly supported station airs whatever they want without repercussion, yet you talk about masturbation and the FCC acts like the world is coming to an end. This shows selective enforcement. Now, this is what I've been screaming about. Why is the government only going after me? So this guy says the show is going to air, and I'm going to encourage all my listeners to watch this show.
I will be tuned in.
And if you would do me a favor, Robin, tape the show.
Yes.
The show is airing again. He's going to tape it and send a copy. He's going to send a copy to the FCC and wait for their response. Several months ago, he said, I sent them a tape that Channel 13 aired of a talking penis, and they didn't even bother to respond to my complaint. They showed the penis, and it was a guy, a performance artist, playing with his penis and making it talk.
Okay, so this was pure entertainment. It had nothing to do with some kind of social value.
No, it was entertainment, if you want to call it entertainment, and the guy was manipulating his genitals so that it would appear like they were talking. So that the hole in his genitals appeared to be talking.
And this was on a regular
Channel 13
show.
You know, you can't take those words and put them on Prodigy, a private computer bulletin board. I can't say those words on the air any time of day, whether it be midnight, 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 10 in the morning, and yet public television does this. Now, why am I being persecuted with $1.7 million in fines?
And the government owns that. They run that.
Behind my back, they're making sure that I don't syndicate it to any other markets. What is it, Stuttering John? Do you know something I should...
Well, there's a guy on the phone who actually saw that show, if you want to talk to him.
Well, what I need my listeners to do, and, sir, what I need you to do is tape that show when it airs. He doesn't tell me when it's going to air again.
I will look it up.
It's called The Trouble with Evan. When it airs, take it. If you feel so inclined, transcribe it, send it to the government, send the actual videotape, and please, I'll make you a bet right now.
Nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen. You saw the show?
I saw the show. It was not only so disturbing how many times they said it. It was the guy was talking to this little kid saying it.
Yeah.
You F and S. He's constant, but it was like not even words in between.
To a child.
F and S. It was just F and S, F and S, F and S. It was unreal. It was very disturbing.
And he's saying it to a child.
To the kid.
How old is the kid?
11 years old.
All right. So,
and he didn't just start. I'm sure.
I'm going to tell you something.
It's a shame.
I don't have any problem with those words, because that actually sounds like my house.
Oh, dear.
But I'm going to tell you something.
Put some robot cameras in there.
Please, Robin. Oh, if they did that in my house, the FCC, all over me. I got to make this plea to my audience. Everyone writes me, I want to help, I want to help. That's how you help. I'm proving a case of selective enforcement right now. I've already proven it. I've taken 100 transcripts of other radio shows.
There are
and
too
TV.
many examples.
Yeah, but
Prime time, 9 o'clock.
But unfortunately,
right, 9 o'clock.
9 to 10:30.
9 to 10:30. That's not midnight or 2 safe harbor or anything. 9 o'clock at night, public television. How can the government, on the one hand, tell me I'm indecent and obscene, and on the other hand, have a station they run that runs things that are 50 times dirtier? For goodness sake, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tape it. I got to take a break, Rob. We'll do some news right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Hi, we're here at the O.J. Simpson hearings. And look, there's O.J. and his lawyer. O.J., tell us, what do you remember about the day that Nicole was killed? And how old was she when you first saw her?
Well, she was just 17.
How do you feel about people calling you a cold-blooded murderer?
It ain't me.
Well, we have a witness who overheard you while you were outside of Nicole's condo. Sir, what did you hear O.J. say? We have another witness from O.J.'s teenage years. What rumor did you hear about O.J.'s first date when he was in high school? That certainly is a lie. O.J., how did you talk to Nicole the last time you saw her?
You make me want to get up and scream.
Tell us, O.J., what's your favorite record?
Bang, bang, Maxwell Silver, and I made sure that she was dead.
Is it true that the huge-breasted Nicole made you mental?
You really got me now. You got me started, don't know what I'm doing.
I heard you're so sad that you've lost your biggest commercial, Hertz. Why are you upset? Hey, there's Al Cowlings. Hey, AC, you were the man who helped O.J. escape. What did O.J. say to you during that police chase?
Baby, you can drop my call.
O.J., it said that you wanted to talk to your mother. Just what did you want to say to her?
Just killed a man.
Now, O.J., you must be confused because your lawyer says you're innocent. Let's talk to an L.A. policeman. Officer, what were you thinking while chasing O.J.?
There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad.
I see. O.J., what was the last thing your wife said to you?
I know you're trying to get rid of me.
O.J., tell us, if you get a chance for freedom, what's the first thing that you're going to do?
Thing I'm gonna tell myself.
Oh, well, you're always an up guy, O.J. Until next time, ta-ta.
All right, ta-ta to you. That's Dickie Goodman Jr. Or something like that. Well, there you go. A lot of O.J. stuff there, Robin. I guess you have more in the news. Where's your... Oh, here's your mic. I didn't have your mic on.
Oh, I'm talking to myself here?
You're like O.J. Demonstrating a point.
Speaking of O.J. Cell, did you see it yesterday? They had it all over the news. It's a tiny little cot.
I like the stainless steel sink. I thought that was kind of nice.
Stainless steel sink and toilet.
Yeah.
And they're even, they showed you a picture of the cell with the sheet on the bed. OJ's has no sheet.
Right, so he won't hang himself.
Yes.
Why they're on a no sheet? Why they're on a suicide watch with this guy is beyond me. I mean, if he was going to commit suicide, he would have done it in the car with a gun. How's he going to kill himself? I'm sitting there looking at this house. How's he going to kill himself?
He couldn't do it the easy way with a gun in his hand. Now he's going to be weaving sheets together.
What do you mean? He could maybe drown himself in that stainless steel toilet. Do they put water in those toilets?
I don't know.
Or is it one of those like portal
Oh, that would be horrible.
Drown himself in the blue water. Someone told me he tried to stab himself with his toenails. but that didn't work.
He's growing them out to make them into weapons.
Although he could always bang his head against that sink.
Oh, there you go.
Until he knocks himself out.
And did you see the list of the foods they serve?
Yeah.
You know, it's not, OJ had a chef full time at his house.
Yeah, it's got to be he's got to be saying to himself, what the hell did I do? And the funniest thing is he's going to end up with, of course he's going to end up with life in jail, I think, or...
They haven't said whether they're going for the death penalty or not, but
yeah,
I doubt it.
But, I mean, the guy's got to be sitting there going, what was I doing? I mean, I had all the women I wanted, all the money I wanted, all the fame I wanted, all the free time I wanted to play golf.
One rash move.
And even that cool stuff, like, you know, every once in a while I get a movie. He has a movie coming. He would have had a movie coming out on this Navy SEALs.
Yeah, now they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I know what to do with it. I'd show it.
I think it'd be big. Now they've upped the total of people watching him on Friday night to 95 million.
Everyone says that it would be in poor taste to show the Navy SEALs movie, and I'm like, well, why?
He was acting.
Yeah.
But they do think that he probably learned how to kill his wife while working on that movie.
Maybe movies do lead to violence. Working on them, I mean. Not watching them.
Well, they always say, just because I played a murderer in a film doesn't make me a murderer, does it?
Might. But here's a guy who had all the women he wanted. He had all the money, all the free time. You could say this guy had it easier than Fred, our own Fred Norris from Mars.
Very few people do, but
That's right.
I think O.J. did.
O.J. had it easier than Fred. Name one other guy who had it easier than Fred.
He seemed to like to travel, and he got to travel a lot.
Yeah. Navy SEAL. It's a great role. That's a great thing, you know, pick up girls. Hey, I'm on the set of a movie, come on.
Sure,
I mean, the guy had it made.
Watch me work?
Had it made, and now he's sitting in a little tiny room eating jail food.
And a guard is sitting outside and opens that little door
Hey, O.J.
every 15 minutes and just looks at him, doesn't even speak to him.
Goofing on him.
Yeah.
And then he had that judge sitting there judging him. And like,
Wouldn't give him a pillow.
Yeah, I'm not going to give O.J. Simpson a pillow.
I will take the pillow under consideration.
Yeah, that was great. I will take the pillow. We ought to take that soundbite and play it. Anytime you're thinking of doing something illegal, just listen to that tape. You know they have motivational tapes? This would be a great inspirational tape. I have to consider giving O.J. the pillow, but I will not consider it at this time.
I'll have to go back into my chambers and think about that one.
Yeah. And she looks like a load of laughs, that judge.
Oh, got a good sense of humor on that.
Yeah. What's with that little gray streak in her black hair?
Well, you know, judges oftentimes do everything to make themselves unattractive. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, like Sybil Shepherd.
But judges, in general, they wear the worst glasses.
Yeah.
They have the worst haircuts.
They do that on purpose. They don't want to seem attractive to the criminals.
I guess. Maybe that's it.
The reason I say Sybil Shepherd, it's really funny. When she was young and beautiful, she used to always downplay her looks, and she wanted everyone to take her seriously so she would never be beautiful. So I saw her on Entertainment Tonight last night. She's like 47 years old and looking really haggard. And I'm going, she got her wish. She's ugly.
Now she doesn't have to downplay it?
Yeah, now she has to go around trying to look glamorous. It's really weird that way.
Well, you get your wish eventually. Be careful what you wish for.
I wish I'd get good looking.
Maybe that'll happen.
Yeah. And how crazy is it? And this must drive O.J. nuts. Because when you take a lady beater, and the lady on the bench, it's a woman, is sitting there telling you can't have a pillow. Because you know he'd like to go over and smack her right in the head.
Oh, yeah, he'd like to really rough her up, I'll bet.
Hey, Judge, what's the problem?
I'm talking about a freaking pillow.
It's neat that it's a woman.
I'm sure they thought that out.
Yeah, that's
Who
cool.
Who we give O.J.?
It's good for the movie.
A black woman.
Red, this has got to be driving you crazy because I know you're an O.J. supporter.
She won't even give him a pillow.
No.
That's just terrible.
All right.
That pisses me off.
You love O.J.
Take a pillow and stuff it right down her throat, right up there on the bench. I'd come right over the bar. A typical broad.
Oh, typical
she can
broad.
punish him. A man. He's the man.
Let me understand your point. You think women now, the tides have turned, in other words, the tables have turned, women now control men too much?
Free the juice. Women control men. Everything is different. All in your corporate structure.
Yeah.
It used to be all men.
Right.
Now, women knocked him right out of the box. They ought to dig up his ex-wife and let him stab her 50 times more.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, I don't think too many people share your opinion.
A woman judge. What the hell's going on in this country? The hell? Will somebody tell me?
Whoever heard of such a thing?
Whoever. I never.
You're an old guy. Red's a good friend of mine. He's the only old friend I have.
I tell you the truth about what I'm thinking about.
What?
I tell you the truth, though.
Right.
What I'm thinking.
Well, you do. One thing about you, you're honest. Even though it's not politically correct, you're honest about how you feel.
It doesn't bother you that you're flying in the face of everyone else.
Bring it.
Now, he feels what Juice did was justifiable based on the fact that he gave her all that money in Ferrari. She should have slept with him and just, you know.
There is
should have
never...
not rejected him because then he wouldn't have gone off like that.
There's never
we
any...
all do that. I have a couple beers, I get a little crazy.
Yeah? You beat your wife?
Judge O.J., next there'll be female congressmen.
There are.
What?
You didn't know there were people... There are even women in the Senate.
Hey, Red, did you feel bad when the judge says, I am not going to consider O.J.'s pillow right now? Did that drive you crazy?
It was a slap in his poor black face. Big slap in his face. That was an orthopedic pillow.
But wait a minute.
He might need that. How does she know what he needs and what he don't need?
But
She's a
Red.
woman. She don't understand a man.
You can't even talk to him.
I'd like to smother her with that pillow.
What about the beating?
Take that gavel and smack her in the head.
What about the beatings, Red? It sounds like he beat his wife all the time. You know, that they were ongoing, that the police...
Well, you know what Red says.
I know you're going to laugh at this.
What?
Red says that...
Maybe she didn't listen.
Oh, stop it.
I know you're going to laugh.
No, Red has said to me off the air that he says...
She should have got used to it by then. You know, you can. It's like a muscle in your face. You can develop it.
Really?
Now, he said to me that tell Robin what you really said. You said that you can't prove that O.J. beat anybody.
I bet he rested up between the beatings.
All right. You know, don't listen to Red.
Let me tell you what's in the
listen to me.
I'm sorry.
Let Robin give you the facts.
Bitch, you.
Oh, shut up.
I got a word for you. I got a word.
What?
Columnist in the...
Vagant.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Quiet down. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. Andrea Pazer, columnist, or Kaiser, whatever it
He
is.
pays her in the beginning, and then she turned on him.
She's a columnist in the New York Post.
Oh, another dumb broad.
Oh. She said...
I'm going to beat you. So shut up.
She apparently has talked to a bunch of O.J.'s neighbors.
Right.
Out there in Brentwood. And it turns out that they all knew that O.J. was beating his wife.
Did they? How did they? Now everyone knew, so why did they say anything?
Everything now.
Well, you know what? It's not their fault.
Bastard.
That Judge Schoenberger.
Excuse me, it's their fault, too.
Oh, no, it's not.
For turning a blind eye. They all continued to come to O.J.'s house every 4th of July for a big party. They all continued to have O.J. over to the house for a big party.
Well, then you got a point.
They saw her walking down the street, bruised and battered. What?
Everybody knows everything. I'd like to line up all you broads and kick you right in your fat asses. That's what I'd like to do.
So you're saying they're like Gotti's neighbors. They just kind of ignored...
Yeah, they turned a blind eye to it, and they just accepted O.J., and they sort of whispered about the beatings, but they never did anything about it. They didn't offer her any support. They went with O.J.
Hypocrites. Hypocrites.
O.J.'s friends.
His neighbors were hypocrites. They eat his food, and they drink his drink, and then they snitch on him.
Hey, let me tell you something. When I was right about the...
Mother, fathers, you cocker spaniels, you sons of bitches, you can suck.
Oh, calm down.
Red hates this story.
Rod, just shut up and stay in your place, and there wouldn't have been all this brouhaha.
What place is that?
Fracas.
What place is that?
Right in the house, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Lying there, just taking them and making them happy.
Let me tell you something.
Massage him with a warm towel when he get a head.
Shut up already, will you? I tell you something, Red and Robin.
Let O.J. out and put the neighbors in prison.
Now, there you go.
Right, there's a solution.
There's a solution for you. Let O.J. out of jail and put the neighbors in prison.
They're guilty.
But what I said about
10 feet from a sink.
What?
You shouldn't be 10 feet from a sink.
All right, listen, whatever. Listen, what I'm saying is this. The judge...
I know what you're saying.
I know you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
I'm saying the judge is exactly what I said he was.
But Red would say that the judge did the right thing.
When the judge let when the judge let O.J. out, was that good?
That was good.
Yeah, the first time when they arrested him. You see, I thought the judge
for the man and his body of work and the talent. Not only was he a great football player, but he was on TV. He was a newscaster. You think that's easy to do that on Sportscaster? You don't know.
No, I don't think that's easy.
He got a great body. It was a family matter, and the man knew. The judge knew.
No.
Is to stay out of their business. That's the worst thing you can do is get between two people when they're having a row.
All right, Red. Listen, let me take a break, Rob. Let me collect my thoughts on the judge.
Yeah, because Red can blow anybody's mind.
I'm going to smack Red in the head there in the commercial. Now, Red, you just calm down over there, all right?
Let somebody else get a word in.
Yeah. I mean, you got an interesting point of view, and I'm willing to let you reflect it, but for God's sakes, let somebody else talk. Right?
So take a break so Red can get another win.
Place is in the laundry room.
What?
I said a broad place is in the laundry room. The kitchen and sprinting in between.
Sprinting in between the kitchen and the laundry room?
Back and forth. You know what I mean? Just keep busy and you don't have no trouble with your man.
All right. Let's take a break.
Well, there's some advice.
Well, maybe he's right. Maybe things have to go back to a simpler way.
The bastard paid his taxes. He entertained people. And he ain't entitled to a little bitch slapping now and then?
No.
Why not?
It's wrong.
All right, let's take a break. You're not going to get through to Red. He's an old timer.
It ain't wrong.
All right, let's take a break.
Go back to the old ways.
I want those old ideas to die.
I want the old ideology in this country back again.
Right. Okay, Red.
Guards do laundry, make food, and hop in bed, bang them, and shut up.
All right, let's take a break.
I'm sure you were well loved in your time.
I'm going to take a break.
I was.
All right, we'll be right back.
97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
As long as the E! Show is on television tonight, Robin, here I'm going to show my favorite pictures of Baba Booey. I know I'm doing this all in one day, but here he is. I'll hold it up to the camera. Here is Baba Booey dragging his knuckles on the ground. Look at that. That's my favorite drawing.
Booey. Booey.
Isn't that beautiful? And here's a picture of if I win the bet on the Knick game, if the Houston Rockets win, this is me with my $500 bill in my hand and passing wind into Gary's face. Here it is.
Papa wrong.
I like having a TV camera in here. I can show the audience things.
Yeah, because usually we would try to describe these things to the radio audience, and it loses something.
Yeah, this is easy now. Hold it up to the camera, put it on TV that night. Simple. Done. Right, Red?
Yep.
Right.
Simple.
Red believes in the simple life.
I don't get the channel.
You
don't get E?
No.
What, do you live on Long Island?
No, out in the woods.
Yeah.
Dear country.
You don't watch a lot of TV, do you?
No, I don't get it.
Did you watch the OJ stuff that Robin's been reporting on here?
The chase?
Yeah.
I believe if I was there on the scene, I would have been on that bridge cheering him.
Really? You love OJ?
On the highway. He's innocent.
Innocent?
He's innocent. I watch animals screw.
That's what you watch on TV?
I watch that out the window.
Oh.
I watch that on TV.
I live in the woods. Don't you listen to anything?
All I get is animals on TV and insects having sex. That's my channels. But I can't get E.
If he escapes from the jail, he can stay at my place.
You'll put him up.
I'll put him in AC, too.
AC.
You know, he's a lucky man to have that AC.
Right. Good friend.
Good friend.
Do you have friends like that?
I wish I did. I only wish I did.
Well, that's what they say a good friend is. A person who would die for you, take a bullet for you, do anything for you.
I can't believe they're talking about letting this guy AC off. I mean, come on.
Let him off.
Be quiet, Red. What is it, Baba Booey?
Do you know how some people capitalize on, other people's tragedies?
Yeah.
This is maybe the worst T-shirt I've ever
Let me hold it up to the camera. Look at this new T-shirt that just came out. I'll hold this up to the camera. It says, I saw OJ, June 1994, on the freeway, and it's a picture of OJ driving his car.
I guess that'll be popular.
There should be a gun to OJ's head, though.
Yeah, he should be in the back seat with a gun to his head.
I like that. Can you put that in my bag? I'm going to wear that tomorrow on the show. I like it.
I did see on TV yesterday that the sales of his trading cards...
Through the roof,
and the prices are going up.
I wanted to make this point about the judge, in all seriousness. This guy really deserves a spanking. He should be... His job should be taken away from him. The judge had OJ's wife. He saw her face. She was in the hospital for 2 days. O.J. was brought before the court. If the judge had thrown the book at him and given him a year in jail, because he could have given him a year in jail, if he'd given him 6 months in jail, O.J. would have had
and
time.
that group counseling, I didn't even realize that you have to sit in a group and admit that you beat your wife.
Yeah, well, all O.J. had to do was call in on a phone.
Yeah, but I'm saying that what the regulations are, you know, the things that the guidelines include the year in jail, group counseling, and a fine.
Yeah, and some community service or something. He didn't even
the
give
fine
O.J.
was up to $1,000 or something you could give him.
They at least ought to give the judge community service, make him clean the blood off the sidewalk. Now, I'm serious about that. And it's a funny thing. I said on the air, as soon as I heard about this case, I said to Robin, this is weird. I said, this guy's got to have a hard-on for celebrities. He probably invited O.J. to his bar mitzvah, his son's bar mitzvah or something. You know, hey, O.J., I let you off. Could you come to my son's bar mitzvah? Sure, Judge. Sure enough. This judge really is despicable. And this is... You
but this happens to celebrities all the time. Don't tell me you
Robin.
don't get any perks.
Oh, yeah. Last time I beat my wife, they let me off. Robin, I get speeding tickets. These cops don't let me off. No, I don't have the same image as O.J. I'm not loved universally. Sometimes celebrity can work against you. I got the kind of celebrity Charles Manson has. People tend to withdraw. Anyway, go ahead. You were continuing with the facts.
Yes. Yeah. Let me see. What else did I want to say about O.J.? Let me just tell you some of the statistics about wife beating in this country. This is shocking. At least 1 in 4 women will be assaulted by a domestic partner in their lifetime.
Right.
A woman is battered in America every 15 seconds. That's not funny.
Jackie obviously seeing humor in that.
Domestic violence kills more than 10 women in America every single day. And 60% of female homicide victims were killed by someone they know. That's horrible.
Quite a sense of humor to Jackie.
Even Red doesn't believe the humor on Jackie.
Quite a sense of humor you do.
So look at that. I mean, it's not unusual. And it doesn't go along any socioeconomic lines. This happens in all kinds of households. In fact, they say you're more likely to feel that you can get away with it if you're prominent and you have a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
So there.
Red.
I ain't got no money.
The other thing I thought was interesting is that O.J. had a houseboy called Cato.
Yeah. Hey, Cato. Now, come here, Cato.
He guilty.
You know what's weird?
I went out on the crime scene.
Cato's probably a listener of ours.
Cato is a blonde surfer type. Why would you have a good-looking guy like that hanging around your house, taking care of your children?
You know, O.J. had, like, a weird life because, first of all, I never expected that he had all that money. I figured he had money. I didn't realize he had millions and millions of dollars.
Well, they also say that in the divorce papers he was complaining about the recession hurting his income.
Yeah, well, all I know is the guy had some lifestyle. There's a woman who lived on his grounds that appeared to be... Did you see that woman on A Current Affair last night? Or a hard copy, was it?
The woman who said she jogged with Nicole?
Yeah. Did she live on the grounds sometimes?
No, she was a neighbor.
Oh, she was a neighbor. Then there was Cato, who is this really good-looking blonde guy who either assisted, he was like a gopher for O.J. or a gopher for the wife. And then when O.J. split up, he stayed there and allegedly spied for O.J.
And took care of the kids when they were at the house.
Yeah, who would have a blonde surfer taking care of the kids? But they did. You see, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. Remember you said to me the other day, Howard, why would somebody ask the grand jury for...
Immunity.
Immunity.
Yes.
And I said, well, you know, it could be something stupid like, I don't know, either like they're an illegal alien, or it could even be just people just ask for blanket immunity anyway. Here's what I think the answer is. Maybe he's the guy who asked for immunity because he has to admit that he used to sometimes accept money for spying on O.J.'s wife. Maybe he was worried that might be illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm guessing.
But whenever I see a guy who looks like that...
Real good-looking guy.
Living on somebody's grounds in a guest house. Now, this is a gopher. Why do you give him a guest house?
With a good-looking woman.
And you tell him to go spy on your wife?
I don't get it. Especially if you're jealous.
Are you nuts? Well, I guess you are. You're in jail for killing her.
It could be anything, too. It could be like, hey, maybe the guy got paid in cash and never paid any taxes or something, so they asked for immunity.
It could be any number of things.
Yeah.
Now, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just found it interesting that this is the dude you say, watch the kids while they're over at the house, to.
I would get a real ugly guy watch. I get a...
You say don't ever have a guy taking care of your kids. What are you talking about?
I'm not into guys taking care of kids. I don't like guys taking care of kids. They should be out surfing.
That is no housekeeper, if you ask me.
No housekeeper. No housekeeper.
No housekeeper. Not with that look.
So Cato was kind of interesting to see, and he says, according to some of the news accounts, that O.J. was not at home. And that after they did split up, O.J. would pay him to, or order him to spy on Nicole to see if she was with other men. The police believe that O.J. killed her because he was extremely jealous of her and other men.
Yeah, and it makes no sense if you're that jealous of other men why you'd have a young, good-looking guy around your wife. I don't know.
Makes
It's
no
weird.
sense at all.
It's weird, but nothing makes sense in any of this.
They think the murder weapon was some big serrated knife. They haven't found it yet. They wrapped up the investigation or the search of that field in Chicago because they said they just can't find it there. They did find a gym bag with some things in it and a tie, but they haven't said whether these things belong to O.J. But there was a report from some eyewitness that O.J. had gone out to this field that was near the hotel he stayed in Chicago. Also, one of the stewardesses on the plane he took came forward and said O.J. sat in a chair with a bag over his hand the entire flight.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which may throw some doubt on his assertion that he cut his hand breaking a glass in the hotel room after he found out that his wife was murdered.
Yeah, but Red wants me to remind you once again that Red always flies with a bag over his hand. So a lot of guys are into this.
That's right, because beating women is as natural as breathing.
Oh, geez.
You don't really feel that way.
I feel bad for the dead people.
Right.
Yes.
But I know the man is innocent.
You feel deep in your heart he's innocent.
He said he was innocent, he's innocent.
Oh.
It's simple.
Is that because he's the juice?
I keep my hand in a bag.
You do?
Yep.
Why?
So I can play with myself. And the stewardess don't know nothing.
You think that's what O.J. was doing?
Yep.
So you
I'm sure of it, because I myself have done it.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
the most interesting theory out of all the theories.
See, you women don't know nothing. You don't have to put your hand in a bag to play with yourself.
Well, I certainly
it's
you're
a
an
long flight to Chicago.
You know, Red could come up with an excuse for just about any activity.
Red ought to join the defense team.
That's right.
That's why Red's my friend. At least he's honest.
The way I date, here's how it goes down.
Yeah.
Dinner, a little dancing, and then duking it up.
So there's always a fight.
Boom! Boom! Effing boom! Long, lonely flight.
Well, anyway, that's what the stewardess said about O.J., and she sort of indicated that he looked a little strange to her during the flight. This woman that you talk about came along to say that she believes that O.J. has been caught in a lie. She can blow his alibi because she says she saw O.J. driving the car the night he said he was sitting at home waiting for a limo to come and take him to the airport, and he looked very agitated, like a madman. He ran a red light. He was driving that white Bronco, and when he got to another stoplight, the only reason he had to stop his car was because there was another driver there sitting in front of him, and he started to scream at the driver and seemed very agitated.
In all fairness to O.J., you have to admit that on the plane he never hit the stewardess, not even once.
No,
right.
It seems that he saved all of his punches for Nicole.
Why wasn't she busy? Why was she watching him? Why wasn't she paying attention to her own stupid job with her dry roasted peanuts and her coffee and tea and all that other crap?
You're saying the stewardess shouldn't be looking at O.J., she should be looking at a job.
That makes a guy uncomfortable when you're doing what you're doing.
With the bag over your hand.
They learn that in stewardess school.
Well, who knows?
Busybody idiot.
Maybe Red's onto something. I don't know.
She probably wanted him, and he rejected her. That's why she turned on him. See, I get it all figured out.
Well, you don't know
Everybody's
anything.
against O.J.
Clickety-click.
They do say that O.J. has received about 100 pieces of mail, and they've gotten so many calls about his incarceration at this point that they had to set up a special box for him so that he could get his mail separately from everyone else.
But you think he had enough special boxes that got him into trouble?
And there are people coming to the estate, putting up signs of support. And yesterday he did get a visitor. He can have one visitor a day besides his lawyer.
Me.
And yesterday that Robert Kardashian, who was his personal lawyer, and his son Jason showed up at the jail. And this is a little bit of what Kardashian had to say about O.J.'s condition.
Okay, Kardashian must be loving this.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. He could use this publicity.
No, you kidding? This is great.
O.J. is still somewhat depressed and had a tough time having to see his son when he is in the situation he is.
He also says that Jason and O.J. talked about their love for each other.
No.
But that O.J. is still very, very depressed, even according to his attorney. He's under medication and psychiatric treatment while in this little 7-by-9-foot cell.
That's a strange love O.J. offers to people. You know what I mean?
I say keep it to yourself.
Yeah, stop with all the love.
That kind of love belongs in a bag. On a plane ride to Chicago.
So O.J. may be in court today for a preliminary hearing where his lawyer will insist that they turn over all the evidence they have. Oh, I was about to tell you about the autopsies. The autopsies show that Goldman, the young man, the 25-year-old man, was attacked first. And because of the nature of the stab wounds and the number, they think he put up a vicious struggle. And he was attacked initially from behind. He was still even clutching those sunglasses that he was bringing to Nicole Simpson. So he never even got to turn those over. And Nicole then was hit and probably knocked unconscious by the first blow and then stabbed, and both of them had their throats slit, from what I understand, but lots of stab wounds, lots of blood. There looked like an indication that the murderer tried to clean up the blood at the scene, but was unsuccessful because everything was such a mess. And again,
where were the neighbors?
No one else is being investigated.
Where were the neighbors, though, during this? That's what I can't figure
Well, they heard the dogs, but I guess when you lived in the neighborhood of Nicole Simpson, you heard that a lot.
Yeah, I guess it's no big deal.
Yeah, because there's now a report that there was another report filed of domestic violence at her condo in this past year where she called police because of problems with O.J. And his first wife has been reported to Geraldo Rivera. Somebody came up in the Geraldo Rivera show on CNBC, and they said that his first wife, Marguerite, said that O.J. punched, kicked, choked, slapped. So this wasn't confined to his his second marriage.
Wow. Hey, and I was going to ask you something. Do you ever watch the late-night television shows? Because, I mean, we're always in bed, but are Leno and Letterman, like, doing jokes about O.J., or are they just avoiding the topic?
That's a good question. I don't know, because I don't stay up to watch, and I haven't seen or heard anything about it.
Maybe someone who... I just wonder, like, aren't there certain topics those guys don't deal with?
They dealt with Michael Jackson. I don't know whether they're keeping hands off O.J. or not.
I'm sure they have to be talking about it. Anyway, if anyone knows, call me. I got to take a break here. We'll be back with some more news right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, Gorilla, get in here. He was telling me people are calling up about Leno and Letterman. I think what he's saying is that Leno... What are you saying?
I was saying...
How come you didn't put one of these people through to me?
Because there was a lot of people calling, and I thought I'd come in and tell you. I didn't know that you actually wanted to speak to someone.
All right, so tell me.
They said that Letterman has sort of taken a standoff and hasn't said anything, but Leno was...
Why is that?
Big sports fan.
And what about the big sports fan? And what about
Leno,
his wife beating a sport?
Apparently, Leno was making sort of cracks last night just about the media attention that it's been getting. Like, 95 million people watched. They should have made it a pay-per-view. I heard there's a 24-hour OJ channel.
Right.
And
but not saying anything.
Not anything.
Yeah, but that's pretty
OJ.
much that's all that he had said.
Now, Jay, why are you not saying anything about OJ except for...
Yeah, I'm trying to be a nice guy, Howard. We have to do this. Let's get off his back. You gotta be nice to people. I mean, he's an easy target, Think of his body of work, I mean, I'll think of all those touchdowns he made.
You don't want to offend.
He earned a few mistakes.
All right. You don't want to offend OJ.
I'm afraid of Branford.
You think he'll act up?
Easy on me. I got to face Branford tonight.
So you don't want to offend anybody. Is that your goal?
Well, there's a lot more going on in the world. We don't need to...
There's plenty of things to talk about beside OJ. Is that right? Is that what you're saying, Jay?
Yeah, it's the sort of thing will happen in your colored areas.
Oh, for goodness
It's
sake.
sad, but you can only play so much sports, and today you need another outlet for your frustration. But I wasn't going to put that in a monologue.
Right, okay. I think I understand where you're coming from. You don't want to offend anyone. Robin, let's...
Branford carries a knife. Did I mention that?
Oh, stop it. All right, Robin, what else is in the news?
Well, one thing I thought was rather interesting. Two things, actually. They are now talking to everybody involved in this case, and the Turning Point show last night, another magazine show on ABC, interviewed the cops who were chasing O.J. and talking to him on Friday. They said they saw O.J. sitting in the back of that van or truck, whatever it was, with the gun pointed at his neck.
Yeah, I saw the interview, and I tell you one thing about L.A. cops, man. They look like movie stars. They really do. You know when
Good-looking guy?
One of the guys was really handsome. I mean, I was like, wow, that guy's a cop? Women must just jump on top of him.
One of the officers said he reminded O.J. of his loved ones. He said Simpson actually gave up after he was assured he could call his mother.
Oh, he loves his mother.
That he could surrender inside his home.
All these guys love their mothers. You know, it's like really weird. It's like...
Hi, Mom is always the thing they say when you flash to them on the sidelines.
They all, even like guys who like have 3 different kids with 3 different women. They've never even been married.
Love their mother.
They're always like talking about what a saint their mothers are, but they really don't love women. They just love their mother.
Right. Every other woman they treat horribly.
Yeah, it's really weird. I have to talk to my mother.
But the other thing that interested me was that he wanted to surrender inside his house. That was a big deal to him.
Yeah, now what's that all about? He didn't want to be out in front?
The cop said that he thinks it was because O.J. thought he'd never see it again.
Oh, really? Is that what he said?
Yeah, he thought this was the last time he'd be home, so he'd better go in and take a last look.
Goodbye, house.
So long.
So long, old house. This old house.
You hear a high-pitched noise?
House. I did hear something like ringing. What is that?
I think it might be one of the robot cameras, but you never know.
Oh.
It could be my tape recorder. Wait.
Oh, that is it.
Wait. No.
No? I heard something when you did that.
I don't know what it is.
Now it stopped. And there was some PBS station out in Los Angeles that had just done a show on ethics and morality, and they decided to postpone it after O.J. got arrested because he is in the piece.
No. Oh, you're kidding.
But now they've just decided to edit O.J. out and air it on
that's funny.
time.
That's very funny. And what's the name of the show?
Let me see. What is the name of it?
But it's about ethics and morality?
Yeah, that was what it was based on.
Let me have the outtake. I want to hear what O.J. had to say about ethics and morality. That would be great. I need to surrender in my house. I'll see you, kitchen. Adios, living room. Farewell, crapper.
It's called For Goodness Sake.
For goodness sake.
And
this is about all goodness.
KCET TV.
People who are good.
And O.J. was among them. Just what the columnist pointed out. Every time O.J. hit his wife, then he'd go off and do, some charity for a kid organization or something. Always doing the good stuff outside his home.
It'd be easier just not to beat your wife, and you wouldn't have to go do all that charity junk.
Goodbye, easy chair. Hello, electric chair.
Very good.
Now, I guess we have been talking about sports. We've been talking about O.J. Simpson.
Yes.
Tonight, the final game of the NBA playoffs.
Fa-fa-fooey.
The Knicks and the Rockets will go at it again.
Fa-fa-wai, and I have bet on the game.
That's right.
Fa-fa-wai. Fa-fa-fa-nai.
Fa-fa-fooey.
And he will have to accept my guess.
Booey.
If Houston wins tonight, tomorrow on the show, you will hear, and then later on TV, you will see me bend over and crack a rat in Fooey's face. Oh, Wolfie.
Papa Flowley.
Floof, floof, floof.
Please.
What does he mean? And he has to keep his cheek on my cheek for 60 seconds.
Yes, a full minute.
Hi, smudge face. Are you ready to accept your gas, boy?
Let me tell you something, Wolf. After tomorrow, your breath will smell like mine.
Yeah, and you know what? You don't even know what you're in for. No, you don't even realize.
You have an earache from the vibration.
You really do think Houston's going to win. That's the
No, I don't. I really do think the Knicks will win.
It's going to be, the game is in Houston, my friend.
Right. The Knicks will end that streak, for starters.
You think the Knicks are going to make history tonight?
Yeah, the Knicks will make history tonight.
You know, Gary's like complaining, like he's really having a hard time with the fact that he might have to smell my gas like that. And meanwhile, this is a guy during sex with women.
Yes, I'm feeling less bad for him.
Takes
I
his
remember
tongue,
his habit.
He takes his tongue and puts it where, I'll tell you the truth, I've never even thought about putting it there. And I think most guys can figure out what I'm talking about.
No, you're mistaken.
About what?
Hey, Billy, come on over and do your Gary impression for the TV camera.
Wolf.
What?
No.
Bowie. What?
Bowie. Toothy. Bowie. Bowie. Please, boss, don't put your ass in my face. Please, boss. I love Fanny. Fanny.
Yeah, move back. I can't see.
Fanny. Fanny.
All right, go back there, please.
I have to sympathize with Gary about the teeth, too. When we stuck that paper in our mouths to pretend to be Gary during America's singing of The Boy with Green Teeth,
yeah,
I couldn't keep the saliva in my mouth.
It's very
tough. Robin, you should try porcelain.
It's hard for you to keep saliva in your mouth because what is that noise?
I hear it.
Is
it's
that the
reel. No, I got it. I'll tell you. Loosen up one of those reels. That other reel. The other one.
Oh, there it is. Excellent. Yeah. I was going to blame it on the robot cameras, but I should know, but it's always our radio equipment. You know, all of a sudden we'll start blaming stuff on that.
You know, they had some kind of crazy statistic. I hate that word, but it's something like 19 out of 19 home teams won the 7th game.
Dating back
so
to
your
like
odds are real good.
Yeah, well, no, Jackie, it doesn't date back to like 1940. It dates back to like 1983. So it's like 10 years.
Now, Houston
but you know
will
what?
win tonight.
Great teams are made to break records.
And this is not a great Knicks team. It's an okay Knicks team.
Maybe they'll achieve greatness tonight. Gary's hoping.
Well, the one thing that does make me nervous, you know, teams sometimes go in and say, hey, no one ever loses a home game in the final game, so we're not going to lose, and they get cocky and
right,
overconfident.
psychologically they lose.
Yeah, so, you know, there could be some of that.
Well, you know, they do say that this matchup between Hakeem Olajuwon and Patrick Ewing has happened before. Apparently in the NCAA playoffs when they were in college, they were pitted against each other, and Olajuwon was on the losing team.
Georgetown versus...
And by the way, in fairness to Patrick Ewing, even if Hakeem Olajuwon is a better player, a basketball team is not made up of one player. But I happen to think that the surrounding Houston Rockets are every bit as good as the surrounding New York Knicks.
Name one.
Yesterday...
Name one.
What,
Name one
Houston Rockets?
besides Olajuwon.
All right, let's make a bet right now.
What's that?
If I can name one of the Houston Rockets right now, you'll begin accepting gas immediately.
No, because why get it twice?
Whoa, come on. If you're so sure I don't know the name.
I guess you're not accepting this bet.
I'm not accepting the bet. Now name one.
I'm not going to name one until you make the bet.
You can't.
Well, then, if you're so confident that I can't do it, it's all right. I don't know the names anyway. You should have made the bet.
You should have gone for it.
Yeah. He has no confidence in himself.
I'll bet on an African over a black American any day.
Well, let me just say that Hakeem Olajuwon was asked about that incident several years ago where he did lose to Patrick Ewing at a crucial time, and he says he's learned from that.
The only thing you can do about the past is to learn from it and make it a better use for the future. So I can't look back 10 years ago that I lost an NCAA title to it's not the same game.
Aren't you sick of athletes that you can't understand? I absolutely would bet on an African over a black American.
Why?
Full-blooded African.
Why?
Because...
Fanti.
What?
Fanti tribe.
Fanti tribe, right. No, I just think sometimes that when you grow up in Africa, you get more athletic. And it's more like you got to walk everywhere, and you don't
you capture your own dinner.
Yeah,
exactly. What you're doing is succumbing to another one of your prejudices. In other words,
no, I'm just saying that a guy,
stereotypes,
a
like
guy
all
from Africa,
Africans live out in the woods somewhere and chase down their food.
Have you seen one TV show where they don't?
I don't know what it's really like in Africa, though.
Yeah, well, I do.
What you show me on your white TV stations here.
I can show you one videotape that'll make your head spin.
Yeah. Although you hear this guy talking, Hakeem Olajuwon, and you listen to it, and you say, gee, after that speech, I think elephants are going to start stampeding.
All I say is make him start talking while he's playing. He'll never be able to run down the court.
Howard, keep in mind that guy...
But this is a guy from Africa, so, you know, you can see why... See,
he should have trouble with the language.
He graduated college.
Yeah, right. You don't mind him having trouble with the language. It's when you see a guy from America who grew up in America having trouble with the language, you start to question the whole system.
Yeah, well, like that thing I played you the other day from Charles Oakley. Where's that? Do you still have that?
No.
He's an American, grew up right here.
I think we burned that.
Oh, dear.
Freddie still has
you got it? Go ahead, play that.
I'll tell you why he's a great player.
Who? Hakeem?
Hakeem.
Yeah.
Because Africans ain't been watered down with that honky blood.
You're right.
And that's he's full-blooded African.
Right.
Right from the Congo.
You got a point.
Rhodesia.
And the guy has stamina because he sharpens all his tools with a rock. Right?
That's right. I'm with you on that one.
But what about playing in shoes? Won't that slow him down?
He probably could play in his bare feet.
Better without the shoes.
Right.
He could hang from the hoop without those shoes. He's 90%.
What?
He's 90% animal.
Very well read.
He got that prehensile feet.
He's got to hunt his own zebra for dinner. You ever try to catch a running zebra?
Yep.
You did?
Oh, sure.
Well, I guess Freddie doesn't have that.
No, I thought I had.
All right.
Well, that was a sad one to lose.
He can sign autographs with that tail. With his tail, he can sign Elijah Wan.
Well, anyway, Patrick Ewing also was asked the question what he thought about their NCAA matchup several years ago and what effect it would have on tonight's game.
All right. There is opposed to an African. At least we'll hear from a guy who's an American.
Is he American?
Who? Patrick Ewing?
Born on some island?
Guys, he got an Irish name. Of course he was born on the island of Ireland.
Black Irish.
Well, I feel like this. That people say he's done it. You know, they gave you drugs.
All right.
That is not Patrick Ewing.
Oh, I must have hit the wrong tape.
Jamaican.
Who's a Jamaican?
Patrick Ewing.
Is he really?
His bloodline has all that ganja smoke in it.
All right, here's the real Patrick Ewing, Robin.
He's playing ball, I'm playing ball, the Knicks playing ball, Houston's playing ball. That's it.
What was the last sentence?
Houston's playing ball. That's it.
That's it.
I'm playing ball. I'm playing ball.
All God's children playing ball.
10 black men running around bouncing the ball. They're almost as silly as the whites who pay to watch them.
You know what, Howard?
Yeah.
You know, when I think about it, that's what it looks like to me.
Don't you ever get
Gary looks like Ewing.
Gary looks like Patrick Ewing?
Gagarilla.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was saying that even if Elijah Wan outplays Ewing tonight, the Knicks can still win. Ewing can still
let's see what happens. By tomorrow, you'll have your answer.
Well, it's interesting that in the series, Ewing has out-rebounded Olajuwon, while Olajuwon has scored more points.
And Ewing has also, I believe, outblocked him. Ewing set the record for most blocked shots in the game.
All I know is it's 3-3, and tonight we'll tell the truth, and it's happening in Houston. And that's that.
Do you have any more cliches you want to throw out?
That's it. And tomorrow morning, be prepared to accept your dose of lethal gas for a full minute. That's right.
That'll make you feel better than winning money.
I guarantee. The money is secondary to blasting away in his face.
I would take all that money, you know.
I'm going to burn those nostrils. I'm going to create extra holes in your nose. No clogging the nostrils either. If I see tissue paper or cotton up there, you have to take another dose of gas.
Maybe I'll play it fair.
Maybe Ralph
Me
could
too.
build you one of those things that goes directly from your behind to his nose.
Oh, like a funnel?
Like a funnel? I'll tell you, I'll do that.
Pathetic.
I'll clog up your nose with the mist. It's going to be a thick mist.
Also in sports news, Howard, surprise, surprise, Steffi Graf was knocked out of the Wimbledon tournament yesterday.
God.
By a girl from Texas, Lori McNeil.
A black girl.
Get out of here.
No, I won't. How
A
dare
black
you try
tennis
to throw
player?
me out?
Female?
Yeah. Lori McNeil is black, and I think she's from Houston, isn't
She is.
she?
Wow.
She is.
And she beat Steffi Graf. This is the earliest that a seeded player has been knocked out of the tournament. And Lori wasn't even seeded, and she's ranked 22nd in the world.
If I'm not mistaken, she learned to. They make a big point about her. She learned to play on the public courts.
Well, where else would she learn?
Yeah, really. She was in no country club. As soon as blacks learn how to play tennis, it's all over. Hockey will be the only thing left. And bowling.
Colored girl's amazing.
They're coming into hockey
She
too.
get an extra bone in her tennis racket.
Oh,
Oh, be quiet.
but she beat her in straight sets, so
Wow.
very convincing.
Wow.
Wow.
So Steffi, who was expected to win the tournament, is out of it completely.
Wow.
Martina Navratilova is experiencing her last
Hurrah.
as a singles player at Wimbledon. So
She's getting out before the black people take over.
I bet on a darky over a Nazi any day.
Hey, what's with
I'll
you?
tell you the truth.
A racist.
I was watching.
Hey, Hitler, we fought them.
Be quiet, Red. For a
Hey, Hitler.
second.
Hey, Hitler.
I was watching a guy perform on the street.
Yeah.
On Sunday, I went to see this play, and in the intermission, guys come out with, and they beat on.
Oh, yes.
On buckets.
Yes.
Instead of having
burners.
They take drumsticks and then they beat on buckets, and then they had this guy doing somersaults and flips.
Where was this?
On the white line down 48th Street.
Wow.
And I looked at this guy who's, it's the bare street, blacktop, and he's somersaulting and jumping, and I said, why aren't there more blacks in gymnastics?
I know.
We certainly would be winning medals in the Olympics. This guy's jumping up and down on the cement and doing better than these guys can do with their pads and their trampolines.
He's doing it for the love of the sport.
Very interesting, though, watching the drummer on the buckets and the guy in the middle of the street dodging traffic as he does this.
See, if we just took homeless people and stuff like well, I guess I assume they were like homeless types.
I guess.
If we just would invent a sport around what they do best, then we get them off the street.
But there are sports. You grab these guys and make them
They
gymnasts.
can't stay out of jail long enough to compete, Robin.
Oh, is that it? I knew there
and
was
they're
a
throwing away
reason.
that God gift of being made out of rubber like that, throwing it away. Right back in God's face, and they don't get it.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
I had no idea why this guy
Made
was
out
in
of
the
rubber.
street.
Made out of rubber. Indian rubber.
Red knows
Gumby.
everything.
Black Gumby.
It was interesting to watch, though.
Sure is.
Yesterday we had a shootout at a hospital, Kings County Hospital. A man was brought from lockup because he was captured in some kind of fracas with the police the other day.
Right.
And during whatever altercation he had with the cops, he hurt his arm.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday they were bringing him back to the hospital to have his cast changed or checked or something.
Yeah.
He asked for some water when the cuffs were taken off after he got to the clinic. So one of the officers who was watching him uncuffed him and then handed him some water, got close enough, and as soon as she did, he knocked her down, grabbed her gun.
Wow.
So then she ran out, grabbed her partner's gun, and then chased this guy and shot and killed him.
Criminals are getting more and more flagrant. Daring do.
Well, he'll never do it again.
Right. Good. Death penalty. Instant. Yeah.
Yeah. Electric chair. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, as the gubernatorial candidate, I wondered what you thought of this. In Paterson, New Jersey, so this wouldn't have been in your jurisdiction, Governor.
Right, but that's okay.
A man who admitted to driving a getaway car for a burglary ring has been sentenced to 3 years in college.
Oh, boy.
A New Jersey judge has ordered this 20-year-old man, John Paul Larahona,
Yes,
to finish college and to return to court in 3 years with a diploma. The judge told him that he saw a lot of good in him,
What college?
and he wanted to help him.
I hope the rest of the students are prepared for this guy in their classes.
Well, he was a college student,
Oh, I see.
but he never took college very seriously, he says. Now he will, now that the judge is demanding that he show up in 3 years with a diploma. Why had he joined the burglary ring? He had lost his job, and he was afraid his Trans Am would be repossessed.
This is some guy to leave out of jail. These judges, they should, I'll tell you something, it's unbelievable.
He's in his second year at Montclair State University.
Is the judge this boy's father?
He might as well be.
Yeah, because it's unbelievable. Only a father would do that. The guy was convicted of something, and he's going to college. What is going on?
Is this making a joke of being part of a burglary ring?
Well, I want to get my Ph.D. I think I'll go kill someone. What kind of thing is this? I don't believe it. The judge. Yeah, they should put him on the O.J. case. All right? You killed the 2 people. Sentences. You got to go out and wash the Bronco. Unbelievable.
And finally this morning, this comes to us from the Akron...
I got to go to that judge.
Journal.
If I ever get in trouble, save the name of that judge, Robin.
All right.
Maybe he'll sentence me to a year in a whorehouse. Free.
I'm sorry you'll have to do this.
I'm sorry to tell you, sir, but you're going to a whorehouse for a year, and you're going to have sex every day for free. All right.
For 8 hours.
If you insist. I've been to whorehouses before. I never took them seriously, but now that the judge is ordering it, I will.
From the Akron Beacon-Journal, Howard, a few days ago.
Beep, beep.
A 3-year-old boy.
Oh, this is good.
Was in a public library.
What was he wearing?
With his mom, Christine. And he was trying in vain to get the attention of the librarian. He kept saying, excuse me, but she wasn't reacting. Finally, he did what he knew would get him attention. He boomed out, Howard Stern!
He screamed out Howard Stern?
Yes.
A 3-year-old.
It worked. The woman looked up in horror.
Did she really?
Yes.
What paper is this from? The Akron...
The Akron Beacon-Journal.
Oh, we got to call this kid.
His grandfather said he doesn't really know anything about Howard Stern.
Well, let's teach him.
He just knows it's something bad.
I've become a curse word. Oh, we got to call that kid tomorrow. Save that article, Robin.
I will. That was great.
Oh, isn't that a perfect newscast? A little kicker story at the end. I like that. That's what they teach you to do in journalism school. Robin got her journalism degree while she was in jail.
I was sentenced to broadcasting school.
This is what I want to do is be in college and pay all that money sitting next to some criminal. Boy, hoo-ha.
Probably date your daughter.
Yeah, bring her home. Hoo-fa. All right, let me do some plugs. You heard about our tape, 1-800-52-STERN. Buy it. You will not be disappointed.
I read today that someone said they saw some unopened copies of Butt Bongo Fiesta.
Yeah.
Going for $300.
Wow. Well, I'm telling you, I'm taking ours off the market soon. I'm talking about our New Year's Eve party, plus all the new tape that we included. All the wild stuff that happened in Newark. You're going to love it. If you're a true fan of the show, you got to order the tape and get the Leroy Neiman poster. By the way, I'll discontinue that as well, Robin. So if you think of a videotape...
Won't be able to get that either.
Oh, well, yeah. If you think a discontinued videotape goes for $300, imagine the poster when it's discontinued and no one else can get it. So there it is, 1-800-52-STERN, $39.95, $4.50 shipping and handling. You must be 18 or older to order Infinity Ventures and be bringing that to you. Now, here's big news. Jackie, this Friday, big show at the Comedy Loft. What are you doing, pulling something out of your teeth?
No, I have one of those things hanging off my fingernail.
Oh, hope they got that on camera.
Oh, stop it. It was irritating me.
I don't know what you were doing over there.
I had to bite off a little piece of skin.
This Friday, a big show of Jackie. I know you're planning on going, Robin. The Comedy Loft in Nanuet, New York.
Yes.
To order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD, $10 plus free shipping and handling. Call 1-800-323-5464. Visit the magic that is Jackie. And tonight, a big release party, free, for Jackie's CD, The Joke Man, at Caroline's on Broadway. 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., open to the public. Jackie accepted by the masses. Fred Norris Band Saturday at the Roost 3, North Bergen, New Jersey. Don't miss Boy Gary this Saturday at the Knickerbocker Arena in Albany, hosting a block party before the Firebirds football game. And don't miss Stuttering John's Band opening for King's X and Motley Crue this Saturday night at the Starplex in Dallas. For more information, call 609-546-STUPID. Gary Shandling, Larry Sanders Show tonight and every Wednesday at 10:30 on HBO. I'll be on Letterman Friday.
That's, you've been announcing it for so long. It always seems like it's going to be far away.
Yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll have to decide what I'm going to do. I'll let the audience vote on it. I'll give them choices.
Well, certainly you have to do OJ material if nobody else is.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about how no one's talking about OJ.
Oh, my.
And Dave will act shocked. Oh, my. What? Come in blackface?
Or come out with a gun to your head.
I've darkened my skin so that I can be like OJ on the cover of Time magazine.
Yeah. Nobody come near me. I got a gun to my head.
There you go.
Janice Ian tonight at Tramps. Tickets and Ticketmaster at Tramps box office as well. Tickets at Ticketmaster. If you're planning a wedding or summer party, you need a great DJ, call Scott the Engineers, Rocket Entertainment, New York's tri-state area. Call 718-BAG-5040. All right, Robin, I'll see you tomorrow. And you can see us tonight on the Entertainment Network.
Yes, come back tomorrow and see if the big bet has to get carried out by Howard or Gary.
Or Papa Flowley. Papa Farty. What?
Are you going to be doing that at a certain time, the payoff?
I don't know. It depends when the gas hits me.
He has to wait for nature.
You'll have to tune in
So
right from the
Gary,
beginning.
like, sit in the back and wait for it? Cause...
No, I'll be able to call him. I can control myself till I call him in.
Oh, excellent.
We ought to do it early.
What?
Listen, if the bet's going to be worth something, let's go prime time. Let's say around 7:30.
I'll say if I win,
produce gas on demand.
You don't have to say anything, Gary. It's up to me. And if you win, it'll be up to you. You'll do it whenever you want.
Okay.
Don't tell me when I got to produce gas.
Let's go prime time.
Don't worry, Gary. You just be prepared to
He's
singe those
hoping that
nostrils.
he gets back there and you can't perform.
My wife just called. She's making guacamole.
Let your wife make whatever you want. Your wife's going to have to smell it on your breath. I might as well smell it at the other end.
Oh, God.
I'm going to win that bet.
I don't want the Knicks to lose.
I really don't want the Knicks to lose, but now I do.
See, I'm being tentative because I don't want to be... Like, when I win tomorrow, then I'm going to be totally abusive. You're being abusive on the front end.
Right.
And then tomorrow, it'll only be that much worse for you.
You'll be abused on the back end.
See, Howard's not going to be nice to me one way or another. I should just be a jerk.
He's been abused on the front end, and then he'll be abused on the back end.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll be sick if I lose this bet.
Oh, you will.
All right.
That's what I'm waiting for, because he's crowing now because he's not thinking of losing. But if he has to really do that, he's going to be one sorry soul.
The reality of my cheek on his cheek as he blasts is really...
The only difference is that Howard...
degrading.
Howard will get a good night's sleep because I'm going to stay up and watch the game. Howard will go to sleep, happy.
You can go to bed knowing what you're going to have to accept.
Right.
You know what? He'll go to bed with that halftime score in his mind, thinking that he knows the outcome.
Completely useless. Half that score's useless.
You know what's great?
I'll wake up tomorrow ready with that gas. Broccoli and cheese and crackers.
Black beans.
Black beans.
Yeah, gotta get some beans in there.
In fact, I'm going home now to have some beans.
What's great is the rest of us win big time.
Yeah.
This is entertaining.
Hey, and Gary, you can come back with me now. I'm going to go eat a big tuna sandwich on some of that big, thick 9-grain bread that makes me extra gassy when I eat it fast.
Maybe you want to practice.
Yeah, you want to practice? All right, we'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.